All right, well, greetings adventurers and welcome to the Role Players. We are a group of friends and actors here playing the world's greatest role-playing game ever, the Dungeons and Dragons!
Arr.
I'm your Dungeon Master Judd, and these are my beautiful role players. Hello!
Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
Is it a motherfucking D&D day?
It's a motherfucking
D&D. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it is. You guys threw me off by not saying anything as I went in. I was like waiting for you to mess with me. And
I was going to throw something out, but it just didn't
well
come to me
behaved.
quick enough.
Yeah,
really,
for the first time ever.
I know, it really threw me off. Well done.
Silence threw you off.
This is our April Fool's trick. We were like, gonna pretend that we weren't here.
Well played, everybody. Well, as always, we are so excited to have you with us tonight as we dive back into our homebrew campaign here at the Lost Continent. We have a couple quick announcements before we start. Genevieve, would you like to kick us off? Oh, there it is. Boom. She's armed and ready.
Oh, yeah.
You know that it's announcement time when this goes on. So, everyone, y'all know that our awesome sponsor, Skull Splitter Dice.
Splitter.
Skull
Spitter.
Dice. They're going to be blah blah blah. They are going to be providing all of our dice rolling gear for the stream, and we will all be rolling Skull Splitter dice next Friday, which I just found out this very moment. So that's cool. Yeah, we are super excited to partner with them. And what you could do, you definitely should do, is visit their website. Can you understand me, guys?
Yeah, we can.
Visit their website.
Amazingly.
I can like hear myself echoing.
It's like the dentist, like you're speaking and we shouldn't be able to understand you, but we actually can.
That's because I'm a really good enunciator. Okay, visit the Skull Splitter website and you can use the code TRP, the role players, SS Skull Splitter, for 15% off your order. That's TRPSS15.
Guaranteed nat 20s.
That's it.
Every
time,
At least some
all
of the time.
Full show, but don't sue us if that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Look,
10% of the time, they work all the time.
All the time.
Any nat ones is your own curse. I'm sorry.
Also, you should get these.
Right.
Yeah.
They are badass, by the way. It looks amazing.
You look really hot.
I mean, I don't need these for that.
Love it.
That's all for now, folks.
Okay, thank you.
Why do I have a response when you put that Viking hat or like thing on? Like why? What happens inside
Positive
of
trigger.
me?
I don't know. It's good stuff.
Oh, it's kind of.
You're like, oh my.
Peter, I
It
believe
does. I have a thing for Vikings.
it's true. I mean, who doesn't?
I have a fun story about Vikings. When we're done with announcements.
Okay. Okay.
Not dirty,
Winky?
guys. Calm down.
Oh dang.
Wow.
I'm trying to do the announcements, right?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
We're trying to hang out. It's
Do you
been a
not
while.
see the poultrines? We should have honestly more respect.
Pauldrons.
Poultrins.
Poultrins.
What were we
Poultrins.
Hi, guys.
Poultries?
Poultrines. I don't know why I was saying that.
And I do the announcements.
No.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Can you?
Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay.
Guys, as per usual, we are partnered with Extra Life, which is a wonderful charity which partners with gaming organizations like the Role Players and children's hospitals across America. I believe they're in 170 hospitals across America. And so they're doing wonderful things, supporting two things which we love, which is helping children and, of course, playing D&D. So thank you very much, Extra Life. And I believe there's a link in the chat if you would like to donate. And secondly, we are still pushing for our 1,000 followers on Twitch, and that's going to be a really big deal. And we are going to do a huge giveaway. There's going to be heaps of Role Players merch, Skull Splitters merch, and we're also throwing in an extra $100 into the pot just because we like that. So please, if you haven't followed, we'd love to see you follow. There should be a link in the chat for that giveaway. So get in there, and so excited for 1,000 followers.
Yeah, so we're less than 100. So tell your friends, tell everyone, come hit that follow button and let's trigger that that giveaway. Super exciting. And actually tonight we have a giveaway as well, a side giveaway, because it's Friday, because we're so excited to play. We have a role player's shirt of your choice and some Skull Splitter dice to throw at you. So stay tuned after the break, and we'll tell you what the code word is, and you can enter it for a chance to win that stuff.
We'll throw it at you like a throwing axe.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Is this a throwing axe? No. It's
Not at all.
I mean, you could throw it,
Oh,
but
I could throw it.
yeah. We're really surly tonight, everybody. Be prepared.
Not drunk enough.
Different from every night.
So I have another big announcement. I have a special welcome to a new team member, Catherine, who has joined the role players. We're super happy to have her on board. So Catherine, welcome to our crazy family. I'm sure the community will hear more about that in the days to come. And I think that's it. I think that's it. That's all I can remember right now. All right, everyone.
All we have capacity for.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody sit back, grab some ale, and get ready to adventure with another episode of the Role Players. We'll be right back.
The wind and the waves, the sun and the sky, the earth and the water, where dreams come to life, where all imagination gives you a sensation to explore. Mystical creatures roam this world. Stay close to each other. Teamwork is your mother. Be safe and find your way.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, too late. We're back. So,
I think I'm gonna sneeze anyway.
you know what? You feel free.
Don't you sneeze. Don't you sneeze.
Just don't
Do it.
Do
I
it.
didn't even tell you
Don't
guys
do
I
it.
was Viking juice.
Roll a
Use your
d20,
saving
see how far that spray flies. Don't do it.
How COVID-y will it be?
I think it's gone for now.
Well, I am
Okay.
vaccinated, so I'm free to.
Nice. You could just be in the field of attack with that.
I got
right.
my first shot.
Yeah.
Yay!
This isn't an
Prepare for
official
the second.
announcement, but I'd say we're getting close to all of us having been
We are close.
vaccinated. So look for us as a return to set. We will make a big announcement about that.
We're waiting on Babyface over there.
Yeah,
that?
yours are.
What? Me?
Yep.
I'll do it. I need to. I just was working all week. I need to get my
Excuses.
It's true.
All right. Is everybody
Jobs.
ready to play some D&D,
All right.
or you guys want to
Bring it
roll a
in.
disadvantage
Yes.
all
So
night?
ready.
It's your choice.
Disadvantage all
Oh,
night.
let's do that. Can we just keep talking like this and roll a
That's not a good flavor right
Right?
there.
I remember we left off
D&D.
drunk.
Okay.
That's not a good flavor.
All right.
Watermelon? Oh, gosh.
You
I
crazy.
thought you were talking about me. Like, that's not a good flavor on our show.
Look, I'm a believer that watermelon and alcohol is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
pretty much, that's a recipe for disaster, right?
I've
right, bring it
never
in,
seen
guys, bring it in.
watermelon and
I'll drink
alcohol
it.
and well.
One consequence. Keep talking.
It'll do.
Wait, we're being penalized every time we stray?
Yep.
As of now.
As of now, you've got one.
Shit.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we'll just
All
make
right.
it about D&D every time.
All right.
Find a
To
way.
me.
Let me see if I can harness my willpower to jump in here and do the synopsis from last week. Okay, so last time in Anacoli, at the Lost Continent, having finished an uneasy long rest in the Celestial Temple, you all readied your flight away from the Necromancers. You reopened the secret door, and Erisette, using your special necklace, went invisible and scouted brilliantly up ahead. You saw evidence that they indeed tried to get in that door, but with no luck. Not seeing him there at the moment, you all very quietly stealthed away and managed to slip away into the day and get away without being noticed. Traveling back towards Yaxis, you came upon Nock, and who was the Minotaur from Yaxis you met before, along with a rather surly female goblin wizard by the name of Court and a swamp gnome named Dorvin Hipplepipple. Yes, that was his name. Nock told you that hobgoblins don't care about the shell once the spirit has left. So you plundered everything off of your former adventurer friend's body and put him on the boat and sent him out into the water ablaze in a kind of Viking funeral. Meanwhile, Court, spurned on by Dorvin, agreed to attempt to teleport you to the large city of Mosul, one of the major swamp cities nearby. But unfortunately, something went awry and you landed in a dark cavern. And you heard a quick, "Shit, sorry," and she flashed away. And a moment after that, you heard like squealing, screaming noises, and you ran around the corner to see a large creature with some person mounted on top of it, caught up in a big rope trap. Beyond them, you saw goblins heading up the tunnel towards you, spears and torches coming. You quickly cut down this person, and together you all found your way back up to the surface. Stepping out into the sunlight for the first time in a while, you saw your new companion visibly feel the pain of the sunlight hitting them. Erisette, you scouted your location and saw that there was a large walled city to the south of you. And as you all kind of made your way through this gorgeous, beautiful sunny day, blue skies, the first time you've seen any of this kind of happy environment, except for our new friend Caliban, you were all elated that you managed to get one of these temples of whatever these necromancers are doing. Can't talk tonight. Accomplished. So, you headed to that city. Inside, you saw that this seemed to be some ancient city, this dark stonework of a very unique design. Not your usual round towers and whatnot. Everything had very sharp edges, very kind of foreign to you. It seemed like it was now in control of swamp gnomes, as they had this really ingenious way they were letting people up as the main gates were kind of quasi-melted and completely permanently shut. There was this rotating staircase that you all went up, got to the top. You saw cargo being lifted on these, what they called uppers, these big platforms on cranes. And making your way down into the city, you headed toward the market district where Dorvin said his cousin resided at a bookstore. Once there, you met Tanston Lurser, who was delighted to find out that you guys have been sent by Nipple Nipple, as he called his cousin. He brings you into his shop. He plies ale and some kind of like pipe smoke weed thing on you. You all easily witnessed the fact that Caliban, when he had a sip, something changed on his physical appearance. Rika, you tried to find information on a book of heroes that you swiped, while Keon, you sat there ready to strike at Caliban at the first sign that something really was going awry. Tanston tells you that the head of the city, Bilner Tinker Rock, who's a friend, who's also the head of the city, is also obsessed with necromancers, always talking about all of it, piqued all of your interest. And that's where we find you today. So, as the music is still streaming in, this little hatch that Tanston opened, showing you a tavern in the next building over, he once again fills your tankards and passes out some more pipe weed. What would you like to do?
I keep drinking.
I can't have any more of this. What is in this gnomish, this mash here, man? This is fogging me brain pan here. So I think I'm
so great.
It's way over my
called,
aptitude. So I'm gonna roll out, tap that out, and get some of my pipe.
Do you want? I'll give you some to go, and it's called Blue Mist, and man, it is the best.
What do you do for? I need some stuff that kind of mellows me out and keeps me on the steady, because this is I feel a little lightheaded.
I get that. I really only get this stuff, but my guy can set you up.
All right.
And if you're gonna talk to Bilner, we know Wilden. He's got all kinds of, it's his thing. He's got different flavors. It's good, but I'm telling you, man, Blue Mist is where it's at.
Hey, I believe you. I see the blue mist about right in this region here.
Right?
I mean, I'm clawing my way through it. Actually, it's pretty strong stuff.
It's not bad.
We're staying with you, right? You've got beds in this establishment, something like that.
As long as you want. As long as you. No,
Fantastic.
I got in the back. I got some beds. It'd be a little cramped. You might have to sleep on the floor, or you guys can sleep on the couch here. But I mean, yeah, stay.
Hey, no problem. No, yeah, that's great.
That's very kind of you. Would I be able to see my accommodations?
Yeah, just right there through the door.
You don't mind?
Wow, why would I? No.
It's very gracious of you.
You said you had books on crystals. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got books on a lot of things, but yeah, I've got some crystal books. Some stuff coming out.
Do you ever
of the
hear?
deep.
Oh, do you ever hear about anything about Mendeleels and crystals and their kind of symbiosis?
Oh man, it's tickling my brain. I don't think I've got a book on that. The crystals I have are kind of the more common, the energy crystals.
Right.
But yeah, I'll
Have you ever heard of
look
a
before you
talking
go.
crystal?
All right, sounds good.
What's that shiny guy?
Have you ever heard of a talking crystal?
Talking crystal.
I mean, it depends on how much of this I have. But not in my
Right.
books, I don't think.
Telling everybody about those.
Haven't told anyone about those.
You've been talking
And
to
you're the
crystal.
one who.
And he jumps up and he kind of ambles out of the room back towards the shop, and you hear books kind of moving. He's gone for a moment. What would the rest of you like to do?
This table is going to start talking in a minute. What is in this fucking stuff here? It's like, did you see the size of that chicken? I mean, that's what I'm getting visions of shit right now.
So
Well,
maybe you
you're not-
should stop.
I
Hold
did.
on,
I topped it out, but it's too late now. What's up, strange man?
Hold on. Like, you seem fine enough. If you're talking to tables and all, that's cool with me. Shiny one. Him talking to crystals and tables, this is a little strange. He doesn't seem the type. I'm just saying.
This guy?
Yeah.
Keon?
Yeah, the one with the stick up his ass. That guy.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I just
Am
look
I-
at him. I say nothing.
Am I lying? I look at everyone else. Am I lying?
Keon's, I wouldn't say stick up the ass, but I would say intense.
Wouldn't.
No, he's an intense fellow. I mean, I think I know a little bit about the order that he's from than you guys. I know we're both from Carthan.
I mean, he's got a bit of a stick up his ass, but it doesn't mean anything bad about him.
Yeah.
He's been, useful.
I mean,
Little.
well, guy with the stick up his ass. They must love you if they're telling you this to their face. So at least you have that on that.
He never really
woman
says much to counter, so.
Some of us don't necessarily rely on substances for sustenance.
Or talking to crystals.
Wait, Arisette, what? Are you having an issue?
Are we
No,
having
I'm just-
issues?
Using
just saying that-
substances?
There's no shame in it, and there's no shame in doing it either, but we don't need to go berating anybody who chooses not to partake.
I'm not berating. No one's
Wait, I just-
berating.
Wait,
Is this happening in my head?
For like a few
Are we
seconds,
really-
and now
are we
everything's
arguing?
like, yeah, what's
I'm not
happening?
arguing with anybody. I'm just speaking my own personal opinion that
But
some
this is
people don't
happening, right?
necessarily feel the need for substances, and others clearly do.
Tansen
Right.
sits down.
I think the reason
and
he thinks he has a stick up his ass is because he does, not because he's not indulging.
But this is happening, right? So I'm not just making this up in my head, though.
no, it's happening. You're good. You're
Oh,
good.
all right.
But this isn't good. So I have a house rule that if you're gonna be here and you're gonna hang with me, you gotta be relaxed. You gotta be nice. Okay? If you need to take a walk and relax and come back, get some of that out. That happens to all of us. But if you're gonna be in here, let's just
I'm fine.
Just,
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm fine.
I am. I'm going to go sit down right over there, lean against the wall, and just take a little
So I thought I had a book on,
nappy poo.
another book on crystal, but just this one that I found before. That Mendeleev thing. I don't have any books on Mendeleev.
All right.
It's not something, and maybe I don't know. Do they have them in the kingdom? I mean, down here, not a lot of people asking for kingdom stuff, but.
No, it's not king. It's just it's a rare kind of crystal that is, it's rumored really, and I've just been looking for information about it. So it's like it's a crystal that connects with you. But can I read the book? Can I just check it out though?
And he hands it over to you.
All right, I'm gonna go over there and just kind of sit down and wait until the mist is less misty.
Okay.
Don't mind, I'm going to retire and just take a small nap. I'm a bit tired.
Well, I mean,
thank you very much for your generosity.
Yeah, I mean, it's night, so if you want to sleep, you can. I mean, or you
Thank you.
take a nap, come back out. We can go to some taverns. We can just relax here all night. Whatever.
Thank you.
I'd like another pint, thank you.
Yeah, I'm down. Tungsten, you're fun. Tungsten.
Tanston. Or Lurser, whatever.
No, yeah, exactly. Whatever. So, Tanston, tell me about yourself. We know that you love books. Tell me what brought you. Well, tell me your story. Let me hear a story. I love stories.
Okay. I'm already liking you. And I'll tell you why. So I had a different life before this.
One of us.
And he's handing out, your ale as doing this, and so this is what would I call this? This is kind of second career for me. I was a bard for a long time, pretty successful. Got a little bit tired of that life, as you can imagine, and one day I was in this bookstore, and this tiny little town had this pretty amazing little bookstore, and I was sitting there like, why am I in a bookstore? This is so boring. But as I stood there, I saw one by one these people came in the door, and I looked over at them, and I thought, look at that face, and then look at that face. Like, everybody who goes into a bookstore, they're either looking for information or they're looking for a story. How fucking cool is that? And so I was like, I'm gonna do this. I want to do this, and I want to see who comes through my door. And I want to tell them stories, or give them stories, or give them information, or get information from them. It's a different kind of magic, my friends. It is the best.
That's what my father said, something along the lines of that. That's why he wants to open up a store in a reading room and all that stuff.
Do it.
You just open a book and you go somewhere, man. Do you got a card or something like that we can just? I might have my father, connect with you or something that we can.
I don't have. No, I don't. I keep it pretty low key.
Or could you tell me, where do you get your books from?
Oh man, well, for a while I was just traveling around, started collecting them.
Wow.
And but
did you write them?
No, I've never done that. I've thought.
I mean, as you know, what's the other word for it? Bard, troubadour. Like you collect stories, right?
I mean, I did, yeah. I think it's a little too close to home from before, but I'm feeling a little bit of the itch, and doing some, trying to put some kind of epic tomes down. So, but now people just come to me and they sell me their books, and I don't ask where they came from. I just give them some gold and send them on their way.
Oh.
Hey, Tanson, any gambling places around here?
Yeah, of course, man.
Well, man. Hey, man.
Yeah. Just head over
we gotta
to
play some cards and
if you
dice
go to
and
the
stuff.
what we call the Albera, which is just like I think I told you about it before. It's kind of the rough area. But lots of gambling over there. Just be safe.
Albera?
Albera. I mean, it's just what we call it.
Albera.
You won't see any signs or anything. It's just what. But you'd be able to tell. It's on the other side of town.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, DM, while all this has been happening, I've been like sleuthing and sneaking all around my headquarters, checking out like everything, looking for trapdoors and hidden anythings, all the rest.
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
All right. Okay. And an advantage or nah, just me?
I love how Azar, every time she rolls, she preempts this thing with a dialogue before we get there.
16. I mean, no, 6. I mean, 6. I literally added 10 because I was wishful thinking.
Oh my god.
I got a 42. 42.
6. Actually, a 4 plus a 2, but it would have been nice if it was a 42.
It would have
That's
been
a fucking 6.
Yes, well, with your fucking 6.
Catalina wine. It's a fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's like you go back and you see, first you pass the chamber pot area.
Oh, great.
Which was frequented by Rika before.
Very nice.
And
It's got some Rika in there. Yeah.
oh man.
Hey, just
had to do it.
playing it real.
And then you push past there, and there are 2 rooms back there. One is clearly his bedroom, and you start snooping around. There's a wardrobe there, and you can see there are a lot of really nice clothes, and it's all kind of similar to what he's wearing now, which is like very kind of nothing like super tight. It's all flowing, soft fabrics, really well made though. Like you could tell he's put some coin into these clothes. There are also shoes and boots and stuff. You do find a weapon that's under his bed. It's a very kind of like half-length rapier, but it doesn't seem to be much his focus. And it's got dust on it. It doesn't look like it's been touched in a while. There are books by his bedside. But it's very, in fact, there are no windows back here. You get the sense that because this is in the back of like this area where these shops have been converted from whatever the structure was before, there are no kind of rear windows. So it's pretty dark back there.
All right. So I have been also listening to the whole conversation while I've been looking around. And so I perk up when I hear him say that he collects stories. And so I just kind of saunter back out and I sit cross-legged near him, next to him.
Okay. Oh, and sorry. The other room, a lot of books, like piles of books with little scraps of paper on them. It looks like some are being held for people, some like owed money or, just stuff like that. It seems more kind of just like the warehouse kind of area. There's some scrolls back there. You look at it. It's just kind of boring kind of business information. There's nothing really intriguing in that room either.
Okay.
All right. So you come out and you sit down next to him. What are the rest of you doing?
I go up to him. Oh.
You can go.
I go up to him and I say, "So, you've traveled, have you?"
Yeah, quite a bit over the years.
Have you been by the Kuri Mountains, perhaps?
Yeah, you guys are really kingdom people. I have. It's been a while, but yeah, I've been up there.
I was just wondering, have you heard any tales of any any jinn or anything? Have you heard of any stories from that area?
So yeah, and actually, so like I said, it's been a while since I've been to Kuru, I think, mountains, but maybe I got it wrong, but yeah, so I was gonna pull you aside before you left, but hold on a second. And he like scurries out of the room, and a moment later comes back with this like black bound leather book. It's not as thick as a lot of the ones that you've seen, but it's got this red ink on the cover and on the spine. And he kind of sits down close to you and speaks quietly. You can all hear because it's right there, but you can tell he's trying to be cautious in how he's talking to you. Okay, so I'm really excited that you asked me because I guessed some genasi going on here. And
Well, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I just was wondering about stories. I just was curious about stories. That's all.
See, I'm such an idiot. So, okay, well, it doesn't matter anyway. I apologize, but I've got this book on Nefertiti, and they're gens of that kind of fire plane sort of background. And I thought, anybody, just because you're kind of fiery looking, I know it's a reach, but if you want it, you can have it. It'd be on me if you want. Some good stories in there.
I can have it.
Yeah.
You don't want anything in return.
I'll tell you what, if you ever come upon any amazing books, bring them back to me. Or bring me stories, and maybe we'll write something. But yeah, no, it's for you. It's for you. Your friends of nipples, come on. Your family.
And then without saying anything, I take the book and then I run back to the restroom area.
Okay.
And I start flipping through it.
All right. Yeah, we'll come back to you. What are the rest of you doing as that's happening?
Okay. Keon had some.
I'd take out from my pack some scrap piece of parchment and a piece of chalk or other writing implement, maybe a charcoal chalk, whatever I have.
Yep.
And I will draw the icon of the necromancers we're fighting against, and I will just crudely, and I will show it to Dunstan and be like, "Hey, Dunstan, have you ever come across this icon before in a book or within the city or in your travels?"
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to remember. No, I've seen that somewhere.
Is that so?
Yeah. Billner had he's been going on and on about these necromancers, and
Right.
he had these notes, and I was up there talking to him, and I just started picking up papers looking for stories, and I saw that symbol. It was a little different, but it was pretty close to that. I haven't seen it in the city, but
You've never had any shady wizard types come to this particular bookstore?
Definitely have, absolutely. But I haven't seen that symbol on him. But listen, Billner is the best. He's very. I mean, he's head of the small council, but he's a good guy. So we can go talk to him now, in the morning, whatever you guys want.
Perhaps morning.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I didn't expect to have company, and I had kind of a late night last night. So
I see. Well,
Hold on.
I might turn in.
Hold on. What is this day thing you talk about? Is that when it's super bright? That's what you're saying?
yeah, you didn't. You're from the deep, aren't you? Right?
Yeah.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah. I mean, does it always do that? Does it happen to do that?
Yeah.
Can it not do that?
As far as I know, it's gonna do it. Every whatever number of hours it happens.
Like every other hour? Like, is it gonna?
No. Like it's like half the day is dark and half the day is light. So, half the day you'd be all right.
The part of the day that's right now.
That's night. That's the dark part.
The good part's the night part.
I mean, yeah. That's when the fun stuff happens. A lot of people
fun
go
stuff
sleep.
happens?
A lot of people sleep during that time. So,
Sound like boring people.
I mean, I don't like to judge people. So,
No. I have force of habit. Former guard, you kind of have to.
yeah. By the way, roll a d6 for me. Because you're drinking still, right?
Yep.
I'm dipping out of here before that. I'm just gonna go up to wherever we're sleeping. I'll doff my armor and go chill up there.
Okay.
Oh, thank God! I hate 3.
Okay, yeah, so Keon, you can scuttle out. You're gonna see it's clear the bedroom's kind of on the left. There's the other room on the right, and there's enough floor space there for several of you to kind of lay out bedrolls and take a rest.
Cool. I'll doff my armor.
Yeah, and Caliban, you're experiencing the same kind of thing with this kind of undulation. You don't really feel what's happening, but the rest of you that are looking at him, you see the skin kind of still doing this almost wave pattern happening.
Well, I don't mind staying up. I don't really like this day thing you say, but I don't mind if you want to trade some stories. Tanston.
Like I said, I would totally rally, but I am just realizing I might have overindulged a bit. I wasn't, before you guys got here, and it's just kind of catching up with me. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do some rest, and then in the morning we can do some stuff. I'll show you around. I'll show you to Billner. We can kind of go from there.
What do I notice as I've been looking over this crystal book?
So it's very kind of quasi-scientific. There are a lot of hand-drawn pictures of crystals with descriptions of different colors. There are notes in there about resonance of these crystals, and that they seem to be found with deposits of mushrooms around them. It seems like the mushrooms are feeding off of the crystal's energy. They can be harvested, and they don't seem to lose their properties. That's what you've gotten so far.
Any locations? Yeah.
It's so far going through. It just references the deep. There are no maps. There are no kind of specific information about it. All right. So Keon's off to sleep. What are the rest of you?
Anston, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have preferences for the kinds of guests that you host? You're such an affable host. Do you actually care whether the people that you have with you are good or bad?
Yeah.
And can you even tell?
I mean, can't always tell, right? I mean, some people really mask it well, but I mean, why would you want to hang out with people who aren't good?
So what have you done when you've had some really bad wizards here?
I mean, I don't invite them back here. I just, deal with them in the book shop and see them on their way.
Oh, I see.
Not everybody gets back here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Have you had any people ask for strange kinds of books from you that you didn't have a good feeling about?
Mostly when that happens, people stumble in and ask me for either maps or like books about the area, more like geographical stuff. I don't know why, but usually when that happens, I get that uh-oh feeling, kind of back up and tell them, no, you got to go to the cartographers. I don't do that. The Wayward Waffle has all that, but I don't keep that stuff here, and kind of send them on their way. But
are you friends with the person who owns the Wayward Waffle?
Yeah, I mean, we're fellow shopkeepers, if you can say that.
Is he like-minded? Is he someone who prefers pleasant customers?
No, I mean, he's more like really, really into what he's doing. I don't think he even notices. He makes his maps. He sells his maps. That's his thing.
Does he keep ledgers of guests or anything of the sort?
I don't know. I'm really. I mean, he's an older gnome, and so yeah, I don't know. Trying to think. I mean, yeah, I don't think he's ever said anything. So.
I see.
But it's you're here. I mean, he's closed now, but you can go to him in the morning.
Maybe. I can't wait to see this. This town is so interesting. I really can't wait to explore it.
It's a pretty amazing town, to be honest. And I'm sure you saw the towers. Nothing like it anywhere. Nothing. The Gith built this like eons ago, and so it's really different. I've traveled a lot. I haven't seen anything even remotely like this place. But listen, I'm going to bed. Make yourselves at home. Have more ale. Have more smoke. I will see you in the morning. And he does a little bow and kind of, stumbles out of the room. And this time you can see, like, not walking that straight. He's looks like blue mist has hit him a bit too.
I love this guy.
All right, I'm going into a reverie as I just close I'll read a little bit more of the crystal book and my head's kind of foggy and spinny, so I'm going into a reverie and see what kind of fun little visions I get.
I'm still in the chamber pot area.
So yeah, you're
and
sitting
every
in the
once in a
stank.
while to discourage people from joining me, I just let out a
yeah, as Tanser walks by and you let out a little fart sound, he's like, oh, like I've had those nights.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good. You just you can put it outside, and then lock the door. Good night, and shuts the door really quickly behind him.
But I'm actually shockingly looking through the book.
So,
and what do I find, Judd?
So you find the information all about the plane of fire and the Ifriti jinns that come from that realm that that tend for the most part to be savage, powerful warriors, as well as having this innate magical power in them. Very rarely do they travel to the material planes. There have been stories of them, and there are some that are listed, but you don't recognize the names. Mostly portrayed in a negative light. There's a section that talks about heroes, Ifriti, that not all are domineering and kind of seen as evil. Some have done some good, and what you find curious is that there's a section that talks about how Ifriti can mate with other species and create genasies. The Ifriti create fire genasies. And you kind of see why he was mentioning that to you.
Okay. And is that all of the essentially relevant information to me?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other information in there, and I can send you a little more detail off stream, but that's kind of the gist of it. And what you're looking for isn't in there, but you feel like you haven't had this information before.
Okay.
Cool.
I rip out the pages.
Oh, why?
Oh, she's a bad girl. Oh, she's
Just
so
the one.
bad.
I rip out the pages that are relevant to me.
Oh,
and
that makes my heart cry.
So bad.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Girl,
it's probably
you're
bad.
a bad
but
girl.
Why? Is that a problem?
No, I like you. I like you. You're bad.
And I stick them into my clothes, and then I close the book and go out with whoever still hasn't gone to bed yet.
Yeah, so as you come out, you see that Seville is kind of in the corner a bit, and he's clearly in trance. The book kind of abandoned next to him on the floor.
I'm there. I'm not asleep yet. Yeah.
Ariset's on the floor,
And
and then Kian and Caliban are still there.
I kind of throw the book on the ground and say, I don't really understand why he gave this to me. There's nothing useful in it at all, but I appreciate the gesture anyway.
You always toss about other people's property like that.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's mine. It
The
was
book?
given to me.
Okay.
I can do with it what I will. Thank you very much.
Sure. Do whatever you want in someone else's home. Hey, DM.
Yeah.
Is the door that leads into the tavern next door still open?
Yeah, it's a hatch. It's only like a 2x2 kind of little just hatch that he opens up, and that's so you can hear the music is streaming in right now. So I remember.
I close it.
Okay.
I take a bottle or whatever drink is left, and I slide down, very tired, having not really slept a good night of sleep in who knows when. I put the spear over my shoulder and just continue to drink till I fall asleep. The drunk sleep, the weary sleep.
Okay. All right.
What a prick.
Do I see him do that? I guess I do, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right there. And you hear the music is now muffled as it's coming through the wall. You can still hear it, but it's faint.
I just sit cross-legged on the chair that where Tansen was, basically, and I'm not really sleepy. I'm just kind of awake, so I go into like a semi-trance, just kind of like a meditation.
Okay. All right.
And I roll out my bedroll, find an empty spot in a corner, and try to get some sleep.
Okay. Yeah, and the fire is still kind of roaring here, and it's casting its flickering light around the room, and that warmth and the kind of warm, cozy air that's lulling you all to sleep. All right, Ariset, as you watch one by one the rest of your party falling asleep, and you're in this kind of meditation, is there anything you want to do, or are you going to transition to sleep?
Yeah, I think I'm going to transition to sleep because it seems like actually people settled down. Nothing's happening too askew. So I go ahead and let myself go to sleep too. Anyway, into reverie.
Okay. All right. 4 hours passes for you and Seville, and you wake up. You can mark a long rest.
Yee.
The music of the tavern, as you finally come out of that reverie, is finally. You hear something like there's some, because I think you went to sleep roughly around 8 o'clock at this point. So it's not that late for people who are partying, but it doesn't seem to be as crazy lively as it was before.
Okay. So. Seville. How are you feeling now? Were you even really feeling that way, or were you pretending?
No, I was really. I just smoke a little pipe weed here and there, but none of that stuff. I don't know what the hell he put in that stuff, but it was weird, a little strange. I feel a little off balance, but I feel better now, much better.
Okay, that's good.
Much better.
This guy is a real liability, this new character that we've picked up. I have concerns. I have real concerns.
Well, yeah, he's definitely abrasive, for sure.
It's not just that. I'm not sure he's stable.
Well, I see that.
He's a loose cannon, and what are we going to do? He can't even function in the daylight.
No. Yeah, that's a big problem. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe he'll go back down into the deep or something. He didn't seem too grateful that we saved him, so I don't know. Maybe he'll just make his way into the city or do what he wants to do. I'm not sure, but yeah.
I mean, we've kind of taken him far away from his domain.
Yeah. That cave entrance is easily traced back, but goblins. They're little savages, so I'm not sure what he was doing around there, but definitely not not even my worst enemy. Would I put him in a net with about 30 goblins hanging underneath him? So
no, but you know this part much better than I. Is it normal for someone to be away from the sunlight like it? Do you know much about his kind?
I don't know. I don't even know what. I don't know what he is. I know there are species and races in the deep, but I've never really met one that has that much aversion to sunlight and has no idea about, the diurnal stages of nature. That's just completely odd. I wonder what his world is like. I mean, he's fascinating. I definitely want to hear more about him. The strange. I mean, you saw what happened when he was drinking, right? I mean,
yes,
maybe. I don't know. Was that what I was smoking or not?
No. I think I saw it too. He turns.
It's like shadowy stuff.
Yeah.
At that moment, you hear, and you hear kind of this like muffled walking, and Hanson walks out, and it's kind of like half asleep, just kind of gives you a half wave and goes over to a different keg, and you see he's pouring just water into his tankard, and he's like, all right, still up, I'm impressed, but get some rest, man, we're gonna have fun in the morning. Night. And just kind of goes back
good night,
to his
man.
room.
Cheers.
Yeah, that guy's a character, eh?
He's wonderful, actually. He's one of the nicest souls I think I've seen since coming here to your domain.
Yeah.
But not very valuable in terms of any information. And I did try to look through all of his things when I went back there. I found nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Is that what you did?
Well, yes.
Well, I mean, he's got that connection, and he knows that guy Billner.
Yes.
He's the leader or something of the town. I don't know. It's all fuzzy or something, but he wanted to know something about necromancer. At least we're meeting some higher ups.
Yes, and the asset is he can vouch for us, which is very nice. I just am a little worried about Caliban.
Well, look, let's just watch him and ask questions. I mean, I don't know if he's willing to answer him, but I mean, we're not beholden to him. So it's, if he wants to hang with us for a bit, he's got to open up and share some things. And we're not getting into a situation we had when we first got here. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't travel with people that aren't locked in and dedicated to what we're doing. That's for sure.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know that he has anything he cares about. Well, and frankly, he seems as if he would be like lead in weight. We can't afford anything like that. I can't afford anything that's not going to help serve our cause.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, it all depends on him. I don't know, but he could, depending on how he shakes out, he could be an asset. I mean, I don't know what powers are down there in the deep.
You know what we need to do?
Who knows?
We need to find out what's inside of him.
Well,
whatever that is, we need to provoke it. There was a saying my father said once, to know one, you must fight with him. We should bring it out of him and see what we really are dealing with.
Oh, shit, just give him alcohol, it seems.
Yes. We'll feed him it at breakfast as soon as he wakes up.
Have one of those, what are they called? Bloody Marthas.
I don't know. I don't know. I never went in for mead very much. I was really just happy with the spirit of nature where I was from. But I have been taught that many others can enjoy ingredients that are toxic, and that somehow that causes pleasure. And I have been taught to understand that that works for others and to respect that.
I mean, I'm sure Tanson's got something. Little kegs and eggs in the morning might be a good thing.
Yes, I think we should ply him as much as possible.
All right. Well, let's see what all right.
And I think we should maybe go to, what was his name? That mayoral figure, the guy who seems to know so many things.
Yeah, I think Billner,
yes.
Tinkle Rock or Tinker so. Rock or something. But
I was wondering if the cartographer might know something. I mean, think about it. All of the locations that we know of on our map, if we could somehow get a trace on the others who requested maps, we might be able to find out more about them.
Wait, did I hear something about a Waffle House? Is there like a Waffle House or something like that? I don't know what the hell I was hearing. I swear, I'm not touching that blue misty thing again.
Yeah,
it's something. Well, I mean, I like waffles. There's no question about that. But I thought I heard Waffle House or something.
I don't know. I don't know.
But a map would be great. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, we don't have those things in Carth. I mean, they're hard to get. I can get some of it being Edgeguard, but having a map, jeez.
All right. Well, hopefully, if the others don't have any strong preferences, then we can.
All right, and we need to gear up. We need to also resupply. healing potions, stuff like that, and then get to the next site. I mean, this
Maybe
place is pretty
Tansen has
wonderful,
some.
but
Maybe Tansen has some. I mean, I don't think we should waste much time either.
I don't know, but I mean, he's got some leads. But let's be swift and do a little bit of shopping and gear up. I've got some stuff that I need to get looked at and perhaps even enchanted or something. So, but yeah, well,
All right.
now let's just hang out. I'm going to read some more of this crystal book if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, I'll just stay here until everybody else wakes up.
Yeah, go watch him over there, Caliban, and see if he dreams or changes or some shit like that.
Okay, that's a good idea. So I go and I sit next to him and I have my hand on his shoulder, like just respectfully, but just like in case, or no, maybe I don't. Like, yeah, I guess that's pretty creepy. That's creepy. That's so creepy. He wakes up. Just,
Hi.
I'm like,
What you do?
it's just like, morning.
I just like to watch you.
So wait. So how do you do it?
little wet Willie. Hi.
I just watch him.
All right, you're just watching him. Okay.
Totally casual.
roll an investigation check.
All right.
Since
All right. That is a good one. That is a 19.
okay. I mean, you stare at him for a long time, and let's see. At this point, yeah, no, he seems completely normal. Like you're not seeing anything pass over his features. You get a good look, although the fire is starting to die, and you're kind of at the limits of being able to see, even with your dark vision, to see fine details and color. But you really see that the skin looks like stone, and it's really interesting. And he's still very covered up. Like you can only see like a little bit around the eyes because it's got something that goes over the forehead and a mask that's kind of up to the nose.
Okay. Does he seem super asleep?
Yeah, I'd say.
What are you doing?
I start to like pull some of his coverings off to see if I can see more of his face.
Which
You're about to get skewered.
Tell me when I can.
Yeah, which part are you going for? The top or the bottom?
Face, just face covering.
Well, there's a lower part and then there's an upper part.
I start with the upper part. Like, just gently.
Okay, hold on.
Let me know if I can respond.
Yeah, Caliban, what's your passive
See
perception?
if he wakes up.
Oh, my passive perception's dumb. My passive perception is 17.
Oh, that's, yeah. I'd say even in your like with the ale kind of
That's high.
yeah, wearing off, you feel
But my
that
stealth is super high though, so I'm very stealthy.
Little sleight of hand.
I am extremely stealthy and
Okay.
dexterous.
All right, all right.
Stealthy.
I tell you what, roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand. I said stealthy. I didn't say sleight of hand.
You're not stealthy.
I said I'm stealthy.
You're sitting like right next to this person on the ground, touching
No,
them.
I know. I'm just. But you know how like if someone's
This
sleeping
is to
and
see
you're
how.
really-
This is to how
Okay.
carefully you can move a covering without disturbing
All right.
him. And we'll make this against your passive.
Fine. It's a 20. It's a 20. It's a 20, but
Okay.
not a natural 20, but okay.
little dirty,
A dirty-
little dirty,
a dirty
30
20.
20. Yeah.
little
I would
dirty
say
2-0.
you start to lift it, and you see. I'm actually going to text you what you see, just the edge of.
Okay. Waiting for the text to come in.
Oh, it went through.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Oh.
I think at that point,
Oh.
Caliban, you kind of feel the reaction of her kind of shock, and probably transfers through her arm, and you that way that when you're sleeping, even dead sleep, and somebody is stalking over you and touching you, like you come to.
And you have a weapon.
Well, that feeling.
If you've ever had
Yes.
a sibling, you know what that's like.
Yeah. Then, after the raw nerves of having had the past travel that I've had, I push her down, draw my dagger, and put my spear, since it was right on my shoulder,
What?
and point it towards her.
What?
And I say, "Rochatak, la sista."
Well, let's see if it happens.
Wait, is this really happening? He doesn't have to roll for it or anything. It's just like-
No, you're right there on him. I'm gonna say he can do this. He can get to this point, but if you're trying to dodge,
I'm not attacking. I'm just threatening.
Yeah, he's just kind of threatening you. What are you doing, Airset?
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I was just seeing if you were asleep, and I did not mean to scare you.
Is it common in the surface to be up in other people's business? Do I need to sleep with one eye open wherever I go up here?
Ariset's just really friendly, man. Don't worry about a thing. It's just her thing. She just, I mean, did she touch your feet?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's just a sign of affection.
So I
it's a
should
welcome.
expect people to come into my own space and fondle me while I sleep?
No, that's just
fondling.
Ariset.
I
That's
was-
Ariset.
I was just looking to see if you were asleep. That's it. I was keeping an eye on you, and I am sorry because you clearly were not asleep, and I scared you, and I'm sorry. But I am not from these parts. I am not. So please afford me at least some I don't
Devin,
know.
bring it back.
I make mistakes sometimes.
Then can you leave my space and leave me alone?
Yes, I can.
That would be appreciated. And Caliban will stay tense until she leaves his area.
Okay. Airset, you scoot out kind of from underneath and move away. And I say the rest, unless anybody's doing anything special, I say the rest of that night kind of passes a little more tensely than it had started. In another 4 hours, light starting to brighten outside. yes, you get a long rest.
Wait, also, can I get an extra several minutes? Can I just sleep in with a few more minutes, maybe?
Oh yes, so nice.
I'm super tired and I need to prepare some spells and it takes some time.
That's entirely up to you. But as the morning kind of comes to you and you're all starting to kind of groggily wake up, the fire completely died out now. No more music from next door. And you see just faint light kind of trickling through the open doorway out to the book shop. What would you guys like to do?
I am preparing new spells right now. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I might have questions.
Oh, go ahead. Ariset, what happened, lass? What did you do? Did you touch his feet?
First of all, DM, I checked to see if anybody can hear us or if anybody's going to be able to hear what I just said, what I'm about to say.
You're still in a fairly small room, so if you want, you can go into the bookshop and go in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come.
All right. Hey, I gotta remind me.
What?
Next time we rest, I gotta start training you and teaching you about telepathy.
Oh.
I think honestly, I think I can teach you some stuff. So I think it'd be a good thing between. Yeah. Just remind me when we wake up again, when we get out of reverie, we have some time.
Yeah.
I'll start training you. Perhaps in time, this could be a two-way conversation. It'd be pretty.
It's learnable. I didn't know. I thought it had to be born. I didn't know it was something that was teachable.
Well, I think it is. Let's see what your aptitude is for it and my aptitude for teaching it. But yeah. But come on, go into the library.
Yes. Okay.
So what did you? He's what?
Yes, he has another eye. A whole other eye.
Where?
Under the hood. Another whole eye.
Up here?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's wild. Is it the same? What color? Does it Is it like his other eyes?
I didn't get a very good look because as soon as I was in such shock that I said, and I think I startled him, and then he woke up and he almost killed me.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I saw some movement over there, but I did not
think he would wake up. Frankly, he seemed so out of it. I thought I could get a better look, but.
Whoa, that's fascinating, actually.
And he seemed very upset.
Well, yeah. I mean, I understand.
Okay. Well, certainly my curiosity is piqued.
Well, hey, good to know. And mum's the word. I will not be releasing that data. You can do it if you'd like, but good.
I think I'm going to confront him about it at some point soon.
Right.
Oh, what store did we jump into, by the way, Judd?
No, you're in the bookstore. And sorry.
Oh, we're still in the bookstore part. Okay.
Oh.
And so has everybody else woken up by this point?
Yeah, no, everybody's up. You can hear movement back there, people coming out. You see Tenson kind of stumbles out, and he's got like his. Remember, he's green skinned, green hair. He's a swamp gnome. His hair before was slicked back and looked really great. He's like got total bedhead as it comes out.
Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god. Okay. I duck into the tavern, by the way. And is it open? Is it safe? Is this like a 24-hour tavern, or is it closed?
No, as you go outside, and it's very early morning, like the sun is just starting to come up, and because there are high walls in this city, it's still kind of dark down here, but you can see the skies just starting to lighten. Very few people in this market area compared to how busy and bustling it was before, but you look over and the tavern's definitely like closed down. It's not open.
Okay. Tenson.
You go back inside.
I come back in. I look at Tenson.
Yeah.
Do you have any hair of, I think it's called hair of the mule?
What?
I can say that I have zero idea what you're talking about.
No, something where someone has imbibed quite a bit of a foreign substance that causes some slight sensation of toxicity that's pleasant, but then the next morning they're uncomfortable because of the side effects of that toxicity, and they want to repeat the process of the toxicity to help ease the discomfort from the previous toxicity.
It's a really weirdly kind of.
I know. I wish I knew the right phrase. I think it's hair of the mule.
I think you just have another drink.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
We call it hair of the frog.
Yes. Hair of the frog. Sorry.
Hair of the frog.
Yes. That's what I mean.
I mean, help yourself, and he walks away as like kingdom people.
Where may I?
You already saw it last night. Like there are kegs there. There's all kinds of like.
Oh, I thought that was water. Okay.
No, there is also a water keg, but he's got. He's got ale.
So I get several, and I walk into, I guess, like the sitting room where we were in the back chamber, and I say, "Rise and shine, everybody! Would you care for some hair of the frog?"
Beautiful.
No, clunk, and Kian, with armor donned, walks in at Sparrow's fart or whatever time it is in the morning. And I'll just have some rations.
Oh, sure. Anybody? Would you like some at all? Caliban, would you like any? Okay.
I'll eyeball her. Think she's suspicious. After the last night, Tenson, do you have water? Oh, yeah. Do you have water?
You could have this one instead.
Yeah, and he just hands you another tankard full of water.
I downed that. Where we got it, I go for more and try and like wake up.
Okay.
Still exhausted.
Hey, Tonston.
Yeah, everybody ready? Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, did you mention? Did I hear? I don't know. Something's foggy in my head. Did you say something about a Waffle House? Can we get waffles around here?
I mean, maybe, but no. I was talking about the Wayward Waffle. You know the bird, Waffle, the bird. It's what the map maker called his store. I mean, it's weird.
Oh man, you know what?
He's an older guy. He's the older guy. Be nice to him. He's like, I got the coolest name. They're like, yeah.
The Wayward Waffle. I swear, man. Yeah. Hey, not touching that stuff again. I'm glad you do it, not judging, but just not.
No, but hey,
the system.
you know
it's
what?
not going. But
If you're
waffle,
hungry,
I knew it.
If
I
you're
knew
hungry,
I heard that.
we got to go see Unk. She makes pies, meat pies, which are really good for breakfast. They're so good. She's right around the corner.
Right. Yeah, let's do that. And
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
what's
go.
wrong?
hey, I'm all for it. And there's also the mention of we've got to resupply a bit. You know, maybe a apothecary, an alchemist shop.
Everything's out there. Everything's
and
out
a
there.
chanter's fine. We'll talk over breakfast. You lead the way, my friend.
Let's get out of here and do some. Let's get this fucking day going. Come on.
Let's do it, man.
I'm
Let's
feeling he
do
like
it.
starts
New
slicking
city.
back his hair.
Take some of that hair of the frog. Get your life back, man.
No, I'm good. I'm ready. It's a new day, new adventure, new story. Come on. And he kind of walks past all of you. Keon, I'd say at this point, you've just kind of finishing clipping on your last pauldron or whatever, you're fully dothed up. And
Caliban.
waits- Sorry, go ahead.
Hi, Stick. Stick, what do you want? Or Shiny, or what's your name?
Doesn't matter.
All right, doesn't matter. What do you want?
So you've spent a night with us. We're heading out. What are you doing?
Well, I think I need to learn a bit. I mean, do you barter up here? Do you use
Yes.
coin?
Yes.
Barter? I don't have much. Sure you don't use coin for anything?
Use coin. Yeah, of course we use coin.
We use both.
I don't have anything, but he looks at his dagger. I need to hawk a few things. I need to learn how to make money up here for a moment.
What do you need money for?
What do you need money for? We all need money. It's the same down in the deep as it is up here.
Yeah, look, doesn't matter. Look, sorry if I was rude last night. It's been kind of an intense few, I'm not even sure how long it's been. But I'm hoping to either find a fresh start or find a way to just get on my feet. If the moment can be that. So, if you don't mind, I'll follow you around a bit. I'll help in any way I can, if that's fine with you. I mean, I was a guard. I wasn't a good one, but I at least could watch things if you need another eye.
Well, like, what's your speciality? What do you into weapons? You into magic? You into something else? I mean, what's your...
Caliban hops his spear. It's like, I'm okay with this.
All right.
It's, part of the profession, but I have a few little tricks up my sleeve if magic's concerned.
All right.
And at that moment, I just want to say that Tansen, because you guys are having this conversation as you're starting to leave, and you're all kind of having it in the doorway, and he's like gently like taking each one of you, like slowly moving you away, so you can kind of
Yes,
clear.
Tansen, let's go.
Oh,
Food.
hey, look, I didn't.
Right,
it was
all right, let's
super
do it.
intense. All of you guys are so intense. I just wanted to shut
Sorry.
the door and lock up. So
Cool.
All right. Well, listen,
Okay.
Caliban, why don't you take my arm? I mean, if you're going to be up here in the daylight, you got to get used to it, man. So don't cover your face. You can hold on to me, but
No, I'm okay. Look, I don't know if you really understand how harsh this is. It hurts. This physically hurts. To just like throw yourself. Do you throw yourself on rocks or knives? Is there any painful instrument of that type on a daily basis?
We've all
Not
been
partic-
hurt before.
I know, but do you do that how many hours a day you have up here?
Oh, so you do know the word day?
Oh, I learned it yesterday. You were there.
Of course.
Caliban, fair warning.
Mark of everything.
We have been in some quite serious danger the last few days. Not 2 days ago, we lost one of our comrades. We are not your ordinary travelers. If you choose to stick with us, you will be in peril, and you may well die.
There are things worse than death, and I lost everybody. So don't worry about me. Again, on my feet, fresh start.
All right.
So where's these meat pies?
Right,
start
right. I mean, you can smell them, right? Come on. And he kind of hops and a little skip. As you come out, you can see that the buildings in this area are all about roughly 2-story and had a much kind of like the architecture looked like it was reinforced, thick, heavy, big stone blocks that build just this entire city. But all these shops look like they've been kind of facaded over. Some of the stone was removed, and they have these wood facades. They're all painted different colors. It's kind of like a little street in London, with little shop windows and whatnot. And as soon as he says you can smell it, you can smell that kind of just that fresh pastry being baked on the air. And you go around the corner, and you see there are a few people like coming out with pies wrapped in paper, and he leads you in. Ding, ding, ding. Little bell on the door, and you see.
As we walk in,
yeah.
I go to Caliban. I just shove 100 gold into his hand, and I say, "I'm sorry. My curiosity got the better of me," and I just walk away.
You're a prostitute.
How much is
Now
this?
it's worse. It's worse now.
What's someone tell me
100 gold. I just gave him 100 gold.
I know, but he's in character.
He can't see shit. And he can't see anything either. He's pretty blind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. He's got it now.
So who's going to lead this guy? Are you taking my arm or not, Caliban?
Just make noises and I'll follow.
Really? Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait till we get in a crowd. All right, let's go.
All right, and so you go inside and you see behind the counter as a couple people receive their pies, there is a Gith woman, and she does have hair, which is really cool. She's dark black hair, goes down the back. She's got long pointy ears, kind of a soft green skin. Facial tattoos around the eyes and the forehead just make her look super cool. Bright red lips. And she's got a forearm sheath with a knife that you see that she is just... I mean, she's got to be deadly with it. Like, she whips it out and she's like cutting pies and just like spins it in her hand, puts it back into her forearm sheath. She's got one on each arm, but she looks like she uses the left one mostly. And
I'll give her a Gith greeting. I'll say hello in Gith.
And
she
looks up at you and smiles, and kind of gives a one moment, and she finishes cutting this pie up and hands it to the person. Tanston, I see you've brought me some friends. What can I get everyone?
You know how to make a waffle?
A bird? What about a bird?
No, like a. I was in a different part of something, and it's not the bird, but they say it similarly. It's like a cake with a grid on it, and it's like a puffy cake, but it's crispy on the top, and then when you bite into it, it's like, whoo, and you put a little melted butter on that thing.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
Maybe like
I've never heard of anything like that.
Do you have the implements? I mean, I watched it once. I jump back there.
Whoa, easy there. But okay, I'm intrigued. We're gonna talk. Hold on. Tanston, the rest of you, we've got several pies here. As you can see, let me see. We've got small pies, 5 silver. Large pies, 1 gold each. I've got a couple special pies for those crazy people out there who want to try Kutuku.
What's Kutuku?
Oh, you know the big worms that you find in the lands? Yeah.
No.
Really, I mean, don't recommend hunting them, but if you can buy some meat off of a team, you've never tasted anything so amazing. But it's 100 gold a pie for that because it is a rare delicacy. Highly recommended though. Very, very good.
You say 100 gold for a pie?
Yeah. I mean, it tends to go to the small council, but I do have a couple left. If you all look like some adventurers, you might have some coin. Thought I'd throw it out there.
Does it have special nutritional
I'll take a large
properties?
pie.
Large pie, great. We have swamp eel, we have madar, which is another bird, not a waffle, but and DM only remembering that Hortzak is here has been so quiet the whole fucking time.
He fell asleep when we got into the bookstore.
Yeah.
Still recovering.
He's like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's been a rough few days for him.
It's been quite rough. I'm just gonna hang at the back. But she kind of looks at him. She's like, and I have Croc, not the talking kind.
Oh.
The other, and he's like,
Oh.
I'll take
I've
Medea.
eaten them too. Madar. Madar.
It's gross.
Nice. I recommend Madar for breakfast. It's a nice, light, not greasy, flaky crust. Only one?
I'll take one. I'll take one.
How big are they?
They're like they're about 4 inches in diameter, and maybe like 2 inches deep.
So they're like a one-person pie.
Yeah, they're a 1-person pie. Exactly.
I'll buy one for everyone in the party.
Real quick, DM.
Yeah.
Just because we haven't really discussed this yet, does Caliban's people eat meat?
That's yes. Actually, we did discuss it. So yeah, you're sometimes it's kind of have an omnivore diet down there. But you are able to eat meat. You have eaten meat before.
Okay. Thank you. Doesn't matter.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much, Kieran.
Keon. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Really very kind of you.
Okay, so how many?
Your name's
Madar and
Is your name Unk?
Unk? Yes, Unk.
Ah, pleasure.
And
What
my
do I
pleasure
think
as
of
well.
these pies, Judd? DM. What's my elven palate say about this?
They're the shit. They're like.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. This female really knows her stuff. She. You bite in and that crust is flaky. These are still warm. Like they probably came out of the oven like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, yes.
So they're the perfect temperature. The crust is really buttery and flaky and breaks off, but it's got that slight bit of chew to it.
I'm gonna cry.
The meat inside, I know, sorry, but it's like home. The meat inside
break
is
time,
mixed
let's
with
eat.
some root vegetables, with amazing spices. It's just like super light and just like it's like sustenance in a bite.
Oh, wow.
They're good. This is a woman who is passionate about her baking.
The
And you can just
vegetarian
tell
in
it.
me is a little grossed out, but cool.
The real life
She's
vegetarian?
like meat pies.
Hesitating. I have pies without meat.
I'm all right.
Well,
Me,
bi-
Genevieve.
He's well, Rika does. Oh, is it
Rika's
Genevieve
fine. Rika
or
eats meat.
Okay. I'm like.
Oh no, it's Genevieve.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was not clear. No.
Okay.
Yeah, Rika eats meat.
Okay, cool.
I think. Yeah, she should. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm like, ooh.
There was a bit of an interplanar influence from
Yeah,
Peter,
exactly,
who is
exactly.
a New Zealander who loves
I just
meat
had
pies.
a moment. I just had a moment. It's all right. I'd love it. It's delicious. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. All right, so that's 7 gold. And
No worries.
thank you.
Thank you.
If you come back this afternoon, I'll have some sweet pies as well.
Ooh.
Do you have mushroom pies
Mushroom.
up here?
I have before, and there are some mushrooms in some of these pies, but a dedicated mushroom pie, I haven't done it at the moment, but I have done it before.
Okay. Oh, I'll probably see you around. If you do, I'd love it.
And she kind of, you see as she's eyeing you a little bit. Every once in a while, I get an order from the deep. when some adventurers bring me some of those mushrooms, check back with me. You know, I don't know if you're going to be in town for long, but it happens. I can ask around and see if anybody has any.
Please.
My pleasure.
Hey, Unc.
Yes.
Could you point me in the direction of the nearest alchemist's or medicinal store?
Absolutely. It's about one street over, towards what is the name of the tower? Towards the big one, which is sorry, I don't know if you're from here. It's the middle tower. Go that direction, and you can't miss it. There's the smell of herbs, and she's got these lights, these tubes that bring light inside her store. She's growing plants in there. Can't miss it. Ulthis is her name. Dragonborn.
Ulthis?
Ulthis.
Both.
Oh, should we head there now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So do you guys want to go, like, should I show you around? Do you want to have some time to explore? Do you want to go to Billner? It might be a little early for that, actually, but...
Actually,
I want to resupply first before we get into, meeting anybody.
Would you like the tour, or do you guys want to go explore? Because, I mean, I don't want to, like, force you, because some people really like to go on their own and do their thing and, have kind of an organic feel and flow. In which case, I'll go back and open the store. Otherwise, I'll be happy to show you around. It's your choice.
Tanston. I love your company. I would love to have you give us the tour.
Onward.
I bet you have great stories about this.
Onward, let's go. All right. And he just that's all he needed. He just kind of shoots between you, and he's like, okay, so you came in over there on the
little
rotating...
flag.
Yeah, exactly. We're walking. Okay, so you came in over there on the rotating staircase. We're very proud of that. And you can see, and he's pointing the three towers now, and you can see, now that you're kind of coming into a bit of an open square, you can see their guard towers. You saw them coming into the city that line the edge of the walls that are not circular, as I mentioned before. They're, like if you looked at them top down, they're triangular. So you see these very sharp walls. And then down the middle are three massive towers, and they are hundreds of feet up. And it's as if you took a rectangle and slowly twisted it, so it kind of spirals up and also tapers. And each one has kind of a top on it, with additional support structure up there. And
oh my God, like the Chrysler Building, but in motion.
Kind of like the top of the Eiffel Tower, how it kind of narrows up and then kind of flanges out a bit. And then you see walkways have been strung up between these towers. And as I mentioned before, when you got here, you see these little one-person zipline carts. And as he says that, you look up and you see this little person go down. And when they get to the bottom, it catches, the person gets out. And then you watch as the ropes raise up the cart and raise up, the rope. The entire rope rotates. So one side goes up, the other side drops, so you can see the person could go back to the other tower. And there are a bunch of these kind of laced between these three massive towers. And then there's a building off in the distance you can't quite see that also looks quite large. You saw it at the tip of the city as you entered this area. Okay, so those are the buildings. They have kind of stupid names. They have names in Gith. I'm gonna totally screw it up. The first one we call Little One, which is right where you came in, is Adlashar. The middle one, which means first among many. Gotta remember it. First among many. The middle tower is called Vlakith, and that means death. That whole building is a cemetery, and it's got remains of thousands of Gith in there. We've cleaned out some of those levels. We're using it respectfully. We call that the big one. And then Little 2 is the third tower, and that's Drazvir, which means dragon's breath. Cool, right? And that's supplies and barracks for the guards here. And then you can't see
What's in the little one?
It's like barracks for the guards. It's where they sleep.
The little one? No, in the little one.
Oh, in Little One, in the first one?
Adlashar.
Yes.
That's just like it's housing for people. A bunch of
okay.
people live in there. Some supplies. Yeah, sorry. And then you can't see it yet, but you'll see it later where Bilner is and the small council. They're in Mirhanik, which means crystalline. And you'll see when you get close, it looks like it is a giant crystal carved from stone. It's really cool.
Is he accurate, DM?
Is he what?
Is he accurate in his readings and pronunciations?
You mean, is he doing a better job than I'm doing? Or
No. He said I might get it. I think I got it right, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
speak and read gifts.
yeah,
so
yeah.
is he
So when
accurate?
he says these words, he's not 100%. He's probably not
But
a gift
it's-
speaker, but he's got the names right. Like
But he's
when he
got the
said
names right, okay.
Mirhanik, you knew that meant crystal.
Okay.
And Drazvir, you knew was you probably wouldn't know his dragon's breath, but you know his dragon is something of dragon. Depends on how fluent you are in Gith. So yeah, he's doing pretty well, and he's leading you out of the market, or not out of the market. He's leading you around the corner, and you do see another busy street. This one's a little bit busier. You see a lot of shops are open here, and he points you to the apothecary, and it's very clear. There's no sign out front, but there's another bay window, and you can see plants in the window. There. Sorry, that one. I'm trying to give you guys some space, and
no
but
problem.
the apothecary's there, and then the waffle up the street. If you want to get any maps, there's a blacksmith
good.
here.
Any enchanter around here?
yeah,
Maybe some magic items.
Yeah, there's an enchantress. She's around the corner, and as he kind of leads you over to the first apothecary, we're going to take a break because I'm really sorry. I just saw the time. My players are probably dying. Sorry, we'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody. Don't go away because we get some really fun stuff coming up. And we do have a giveaway, so we'll be giving you that keyword for the shirt and the dice. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.
See you in a sec.
It was on the wrong screen. Okay, we're back. Hello. Before we jump back into our wonderful shopping episode, I have a couple quick announcements. First of all, we do have special channel points and things of the channel points rewards that are active now. A special thanks to Marty, friend of the show, for the help and reminding us about that. So thank you, Marty. And the keyword for the giveaway tonight, which is a role players, but I keep doing that. It's on the sleeve. Boom,
There
it's
you go.
backwards. Of your choice, and some dice from my friend Skull Splitter. The keyword is gnome. Gnome.
No.
Oh,
Spell it right.
Yeah.
go.
Remember, the G is silent.
Silent G.
Yeah, it's gnome.
Like lasagna.
It's pronounced gnome.
Gnome. That's how
Yeah,
how the
yeah.
cool people say it. Tonight's episode is entitled Gnome Place Like Home, or Gnome Place Like Home.
Can it actually be
love
whoever
that.
has the most creative spelling of gnome gets the prize?
No, don't do that because it's an automated
Sorry,
thing.
don't do it. I was kidding.
Has to be specific, yeah.
Yeah, so GNOME. Enter it once and you'll be entered automatically to win some cool stuff. Okay, so
No news is good news.
my
with
music game
Gary
has not
Gnome.
been on point tonight, so hopefully the right one will be playing now. And as a reminder, as Tansen has been bringing you through the city or through the market area, and he's pointed out the apothecary for anybody who wanted to go in there.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll
Very
hang
nice, I
outside
like.
with Tenson.
Sorry, what?
I'll hang outside with Tenson. I don't.
Okay, all right.
I
Who's,
mean-
who's going in?
I'll go in.
Going in.
Okay, all right. So, and I'll stay out here and watch the door. I don't need any herbs or any of that stuff, and I'm still not feeling 100%. So, I'll watch the street. And he kind of gives you a little half crocodile smile, but he does look like he's still recovering a bit. Hortsack, that is. So the rest of you move in. There's no bell on this door. You're immediately hit with that earthen smell of of plants, of moisture, of soil. You see, the thing that first catches your attention is that there are these tubes that go to the outside that you saw on the outside of the facade, which were kind of sheathed in some kind of wood or something. But as they come in here, they open up and they look like they are long tubes of crystal, and they are bringing light down from outside. Right now it's fairly weak because it's early morning, but you can see they're glowing a bit and casting this soft light over these plants. And there's all these different plants that are growing in the middle of the store. And you see poking her head out a dragonborn female, green, dressed in a beautiful kind of simple gown that sort of flows around her scaly skin. And oh yes, good morning. What can I do for all of you today?
No.
Oh no, one at a time, please.
Rika, you should go first.
All right. What do you have for enhancing fire? Anything like that?
Enhancing fire. That's an interesting request. Let me see. See, she starts kind of moving around, looking at her stock. You know, this. Come, step over here. I have something that might work for you. This is a delicate herb, and she's got a little. She pulls out this little box. It's a little wood box. It's about a foot and a half long. Delicate woodwork on it. She opens it up, and you're hit with this smell that your eyes kind of instantly water, and you kind of recoil just like that. It's very strong, yes, and it's quite powerful. So it is a very special spice that it will beguile the blood and boil your senses. I think, while I have not specifically tried it for fire, and I assume you mean some sort of spell work or something, yeah?
I think so. I have some magic of my own, and I'd like to find ways to utilize it to my best ability.
Yes, well, there are many herbal properties that can enhance that most people do not even know will do it. I would suggest you try this. I think it will have a positive impact on your casting. But
so how do I use it?
Ingest I'd say a spoonful amount, not too much, spoon about that big, and perhaps 30 minutes or so before battle, before casting. Give it time to permeate. You could take it closer to casting, but I think the efficacy will be better with about 30 minutes or so.
And what does it do? What will it do for my casting?
It will enhance the fiery elements within you. I cannot guarantee, but from what I've been told, it should. I have used it for other medicinal purposes as well, but I think it should have a positive impact for you. It's worth a try.
What else can it be used for?
Curing certain ailments, certain poisons found in the swamps. It burns and purifies the blood. I will warn you, it will be quite spicy. It will burn as you consume it, but put it to good use. Yeah?
I'll take some.
Excellent. 10 gold for a half pound, I think. And she pulls a little bag out. Do they have bags? She pulls a little skin, a little leather skin out. It's a smaller one. She puts an amount in there and rolls it, and she ties it with a little leather strap. Here you go. 10 gold, please.
And I don't feel like haggling. I give her 10 gold.
Much appreciated. Thank you. Is there anything else I can get for you?
I don't think so at the moment. Thank you for your help.
Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Do the rest of you require anything?
Yes. I need 10 gold's worth of dragon weed.
Yep.
Perhaps 150 gold's worth of ifuru. And if you have any cuckoo root, I'd be interested in seeing it.
The Ifuru and the dragon weeds, no problem. And she moves around and starts gathering. She puts a couple of these like delicate leather skins and starts packing one with dragon weed, which you're quite familiar. You've seen that before. And then she takes up these beautiful little yellow flowers from another closed container and puts in. How much do you want? 150 of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
150,
Maybe like.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Approximately 36 helpings of ifuru. So I guess maybe like 170 gold's worth.
For 36, yeah. 150 is fine. 150 is fine. Put them in there for you. Now, the cuckoo root I do have, it is 200 gold for 10 servings of it. How many would you like of that?
Can I inspect it, please?
Of course. She moves over and pulls a small barrel, small keg out from underneath, puts it down and opens it up, and you instantly smell the kind of arid, kind of almost like a deserty sort of scent. And she pulls out this dry, sorry, I was thinking of something else, but the cuckoo root, similar. These dark purple colored roots. I was thinking of something else, sorry. And has almost this like perfumey smell, and lays it out for you to inspect.
And it looks to be legit. It's the.
Do an investigation check.
May I use my? Yeah.
I was gonna say you can do it at advantage, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. You can do our herbalism check.
That's 20, unnatural.
Yeah. So you.
Unnatural.
You reach out and say, please, and you take and you pull a little bit of the skin of the root down, and you can see that it's very fresh. These are going to be very potent. Everything looks good.
Okay. I suppose I'll take around 10 helpings.
So like approximately, I guess like one root, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like per serving.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say like a strip of root, probably 6 inches long. So 10 of those, she ties them up and puts them in a little pouch. Just so that. Anything else before I total it up?
I think that'll be it for me. But does anyone else want to?
Yes. Madam, I would like, if possible, to purchase 10 healing potions. The very, very strong ones. The strongest you've got.
Well, I do have some healing potions, so I do have them for sale. I only have the standard one right now. I was cleaned out a couple days ago by another party, but I do have several. How many would you like?
10, please. 10 is fine.
Oh, they're 50 gold apiece.
2 or 3 is fine.
Which would it be? Yeah, 2 or 3?
Why would your standard potions cost 50 gold? I think if you don't have the quality I was looking for originally, you ought to be willing to meet me somewhere in the middle on your pricing, madam.
Oh, it is a competitive rate, I assure you. I don't know anybody who sells them for less than 50. They take quite a long time to brew, and the ingredients, as your friend seems to know, are quite rare. So I'm sorry, they at 50 they are priced to move quickly. It's not usually my thing. I just happen to have wanted to brew some recently.
Well,
Arasat, you don't need so many. You've got me now.
Are any of you else buying anything? Because I could perhaps lower the price a bit. Your friend here is certainly buying a lot of stock.
Seville, you wanted something, didn't you?
I do. I definitely need some of these healing potions as well. Although, Rika, yes, we need to count on you, but we shouldn't drain all of your magic.
Well,
We certainly don't want you in a
down.
position where the pressure is on you, Rika. It's not fair. And I don't want to put anybody in our party in danger without having at least some antidotes at the ready.
You're right. We don't want what happened last time to happen again.
That wasn't your fault. Anyway, how many do you think you can afford, Seville?
I'll do 2.
If we buy 5, will you give us a discount?
If you buy 5 along with everything else, I will charge you only for 4.
Thank you.
All right.
That's
You have
fine.
any resistances? Maybe to fire?
No, I'm afraid not. I have mostly ingredients, but there are other potion stores if that's more what you're looking for.
Yes. Thanks. No, I appreciate it.
And she rings you up for so Kian, you had 350 and whatever. I can't remember how much dragonweed you bought.
Just a kit cleaning amount. So I think about 10 gold's worth.
Okay. All right. So 360, and then between you two, 200 gold.
All right.
For the 5. And she brings them out, and Elerset, you've seen them before, but it always kind of bumps you for a moment because in Faerun, you've seen healing potions back there, and they are a glowing kind of red color, and all the healing potions you've seen out here are this like citrusy, yellowy green. Quite a lovely color, but it just kind of throws you. It's a little off every time. And she hands you 5 standard healing potions.
May I inspect them, Jim? Just to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
May I also do this at advantage?
Of course. Thank you, Kian. I appreciate it.
That will be a 19.
So yeah, you start to reach for him, and Keon's like, reaches in, pops the cork, dips a pinky. They taste very well made.
You know your stuff.
I said to the shopkeep.
I like to do it. I don't have much time usually, but I had a bit of a whim and I did it. So thank you. I appreciate that. You find them, they're quite useful.
Thank you.
right.
And Seville, you can
Thank
take
you.
2 if you like, or 3. It's fine if you want the other.
It's up to you. I mean,
I'd like to have them, if it's
take
okay.
yeah, take 3. I'll take the 2.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Keon, what do you do with those? What did you get? Do you know how to make these potions?
Yeah, as it happens. Since the abandonment, the Church of Kaya is specialized in potion making since divine magic no longer works. So we're all schooled in alchemy and herbalism. I was
Why
intending
haven't you mentioned
on-
this before?
I'm just going to ignore that, Rika. So I was
Help
planning
us.
it. Oh, for heaven's sake. By the gods. Now, I was intending on going back to Tunstons and brewing some potions and maybe some stronger than standard potions myself.
All right.
And you could have said that before we bought the potions.
Well, it's all right. The more we have, the better. Of
The more
course,
we have.
we don't know if we're going to be able to
right.
resupply. We are going to, speaking of which, what party cleaned you out? If you don't mind us knowing, we have a companion party that we were expecting here in Mosul, and I just want to know if perhaps it was them.
It was there's another group of adventurers similar to yourself. See if I remember, I'd say There were two of them, with a couple more outside in front waiting. Much like it seems you've got. Tunston. Are you friends?
Right.
Are you friends of Tunstons?
Very
we are.
much so, yes.
Yes.
Very good friends.
He's a good lad. But no, they were mostly cloaked. There was one who, Elvin, seemed very, very kind, but they were quick. They came in, they bought what they just happened to come in and look for them, and I sent them off to the potions store to get more.
Good.
But they bought my more powerful potions.
I see. Any markings on them? Did they carry any markings of perhaps Carthan, the any kingdom folk, or perhaps
No,
some symbols in red?
But no, I think once had maybe I don't know if I'm inventing this now, but maybe a symbol of the Istarim. If he is from, perhaps was from that kingdom, way up to the north, but.
Right. All right then.
But I
You
think
said
that-
potions, yes?
That's why I sent them, yeah.
And where is that exactly?
Oh, it's just up the street and to the left. You can't miss it. On the corner.
Good. I appreciate your assistance. Thank you for being kind and outfitting us.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what I'm here for. Come back anytime.
I'm sure we will when we pass through again, so good. And then I'll walk out.
As you walk out, you can see that Tansen is there. He's almost like hopping. He's like, I can't. Okay. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I haven't done the whole tour guide thing and I should have taken you straight. But if you guys want an experience, I know you're all kind of serious and there's some weird stuff happening, but there is a really fun, cool place and he's got really cool stuff. It's just over there. And as he points, you all look and you see there is this brightly purple facade with gold and silver stars painted all over the front. And there's a gnome standing outside in very theatrical attire is the best way to put it. It's almost like he's got tails on his coat. And his hair is poofy, but definitely styled, and he's just smiling and saying something as people pass by. He's obviously trying to catch attention. And in silver letters, it says "The Curious Mind."
What is it?
I mean, if you trust me, do you trust me?
Sure, buddy.
It.
Okay, I don't want.
I trust you.
I don't want him to see me because it'll he'll do a different thing. Just walk up to him. It'll be your choice. He might try to charge you to go in the store, but trust me, it's cool. It's cool. Go.
I immediately take off and start walking towards it.
Okay.
Keon, are you coming with us? Or
I can go towards the store too.
Okay.
Are you coming with us, or are you going to start your potion making?
I might go start my potion making, actually.
All right. Do you
Seems
need
like my
anything?
sort of thing. I think I've got everything I need.
All right.
And Tansen's listening to this, and so not trying to interject here, but I mean, you can go do potion and all that. You can go back to my place if you want, but you should check it out, man. Just it's fun. You don't have any fun?
Just go first.
He does not have any fun. I don't think he knows what the word means.
Look, I don't want to pressure. I just want to make sure you're fully aware of your choices. Now it's now I'm backing off. I'm backing up. I'm gonna be over here.
Just
Hortzak-
drop in and see it for a
Hortzak's already
second,
seen
Keon.
it. Hortzak's seen it, so I'm gonna sit with Hortzak.
Let's go check it out for a second,
Okay,
and then.
I'll go check it out.
But there is a time you and I need to talk about some things.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, as you all start
Let's
to
go
walk
then.
over, he kind of catches your eye and he sees that you're very purposely walking straight for him, and just this huge smile breaks on his face. My friends, welcome. Step up. Oh, are you ready, all of you? Oh, my lord, what awaits you inside? And he turns and he flourishes towards the store behind him. The greatest
I don't know.
shop
Would you like to tell us?
in all the land. Yes, I will. It's the greatest shop in all the land. What waits inside? Why, the contents behind this very door. They will mystify you. They will mesmerize you. And dare I say, they might just enchant you. Step on up and let me show you. Yes, you. Yes, step right on up. Yes, and he grabs your hand. Come over. Yes, only 2 silver to come in. 2 silver.
Damn.
Yeah.
When he said they might just enchant you, did I detect anything behind the,
roll an insight check.
that is a 14.
I mean, it seems like he's being earnest. Like this is part of the word is probably meant to provoke a little bit of that little emotion, but you're not getting any kind of danger vibe from this guy. And you're looking back at Tanston, and he's like,
All right, let's get this over with. And I just
get it over with.
All right, how much?
The most fantastical treasures lie inside. Let me tell you, no one who has walked through these doors have ever complained or asked for their money back, whether they purchase something or not.
All right, how much is it?
2 silver apiece.
All right, fine. I'll take care of everybody here.
Good man, good man. Okay.
We'll all go in.
Okay.
I don't know if he deserves that much for it, but all right.
Okay, so he takes the coin and pockets it, and now you're up close. You can see like the garment is probably a little old. It's not too bad. He's quasi polished, but he reaches over and, are you all ready? I'm Tokrin, by the way. Doesn't matter, but stand by to be amazed. And he throws open the door, and behind it, you see this kind of these velvet. It's like a velvet curtain that's been cut into strips, and
like a car wash.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's like after you. Who's going in?
All right.
I go in.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Okay, so one by one you all walk in, and inside it's dark, and really dark. It takes your eyes a moment to adjust, and the moment they do, you hear, and you look up, and there's a massive red dragon head dropping down, and it like stops, and then its mouth opens up and fire comes out, except it's painted boards to look like fire, and it's like and there's this like grinding sound effect, and then after a moment it's like and you hear this kind of clicking mechanical sound as the fire retreats and the mouth closes and it raises back up into the darkness of the ceiling.
DM, is it a real dragon's head?
It's
Like, is it
it's like
the whole thing is made? I don't know if it's like an amputated head.
no, it's like paper mache kind of, maybe is
cool.
kind of the feel you're getting for it. Kind of crudely made, but it had a shot. You had a jump there, you weren't expecting it.
I love it.
And as you now look around this room, it's crazy. You see there's a kind of a miniature purple worm exploding from the wall. Again, kind of crude model. There's a goblin there who looks like he's holding some treasure. There are...
Is it a real goblin?
No, it's another like paper mache, terribly
like
made.
D&D Pirates of the Caribbean.
This is like
totally. It's
Child's Ride.
You see like swords, these swords that are lit up and that are like look like they're standing on their points only.
So
there are racks
Mr.
of potions.
Tokrin's Wild Ride. Yeah.
Totally. And then in the back you see there are these glass cases that are lit up with different things inside them, and what do you think? And suddenly he's behind you, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Please step in, explore, look around. Don't touch too much, please. And if you're interested in purchasing anything, the few items I have for sale are in the back in the cases.
Are all stores like this?
No, there's no store like this. This big smile.
Welcome
I'll
to
go
the
and
surface, Caravan.
inspect the items.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah,
will as well.
You move through and you see there's like a again, a crudely made crater on the floor. And as you go by, you hear a pressure plate that clicks, and you hear pfft, and your heart kind of freezes for a moment, like, did I just trigger some kind of trap? But you smell, it's like
This is where it starts.
It's like a harmless smoke, and it's kind of pathetic looking. Like it's, it's like old Epcot kind of thing. It just dissipates after a moment. But as you step to the back, you see that there are 4 glass cases back there. And the first one that you step up to, Keon, you see a little crystal vial with this rose-colored liquid inside and a little silver cap. You look at the little card, and it says, Love Potion, 100 gold pieces. And as you look at it a little bit more closely, you can see it has one little bubble floating inside, ever so gently, in the shape of a heart. The next item is a necklace. And as you're looking, you also notice behind these, there's a kind of really crappy skeleton chained to the wall as the kind of final prop in the very back. The next item is this beautiful silver necklace with looks like a black diamond pendant. And
we seen that?
It's similar. Yes, good thinking. You saw it on Court, the female goblin wizard, but it was a little bit little bit different, but very similar. And it says proof against poison, and it says 5,000 gold pieces. The next is a case with a rope that seems to be coiling and kind of going up like a snake, and then down and recoiling itself. And it says rope of climbing. And it has 2,000 gold pieces scratched out, and it says 600 in like a.
It's on sale.
It's on sale. And then the last.
I'm a clearance shopper myself, so.
The last are these pair of these 2 stones that have faces carved into them, each kind of facing toward each other. And little note says sending stones, 1,500. Now, if I'm not very much mistaken, we have some adventurers in our midst. Does anything look enticing? I'm sure you can afford something.
It's also very expensive, though, sir.
These are some of the most remarkable items in the land, my dear.
Yes, certainly, of course, but I mean, even if we pulled our resources all together, I don't know that we could get any one of them. Do you? I've got nothing but 200 left.
And you see
never
his face
valued
just
money
like,
really much before.
He's still holding a smile, but it's full. It's like little plastered, like little tear, sort of full.
Oh.
No matter.
What does this sending stone? What does this do?
And he kind of brightens up again. You can use it to cast a spell to talk to each other, no matter how far apart these stones might be, and send messages to one another.
Silence.
Right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
To me?
Why the sale? Oh, yes, to you. So sorry.
No, to Toklin. Yes. Oh, the sale.
Is there a problem with the product?
Yeah. Problem is it's not a problem. It's more like this particular item has let's call it a personality. It's a bit of a personality.
It's
Go on.
cursed.
It's not cursed. No, I've had that checked. It's not verified. Not cursed. You just might find it a bit annoying. And at that word, you hear, not annoying. And you look over, and the rope's kind of like a snake is kind of hovering right there. Yeah, so, and he kind of goes in front of it. So yeah, but it's amazing. It's an amazing, if you're adventurers, you need a rope of climbing. I mean, it's okay if it talks to you occasionally.
What does it do?
Oh,
Besides talk, that is.
I mean, it's, well, I mean, it does lots of things as he pulls up the thing, because I didn't put the card here. Don't want to get it wrong. Okay. Rope of climbing. you talk to it, and it can knot itself, it can unknot itself, and that's the trick, isn't it? You can tie it, shimmy down it, tell it to unknot itself, and it comes undone, and you get to tie it back up into your rock. That alone is worth the price. 600 gold, I ask you, please. A trifle for something like that. How many ropes have you left behind in your adventuring life? I'm sure many, because you couldn't magically untie them at the bottom.
Oh, none of you.
Just
none
buy
of
new
you.
ones.
I have elven rope. Don't bother with this rubbish, really. This is wastes of money. Honestly, the only thing that seems interesting would be the sending stones, but I can't possibly afford it. I'm interested in pooling if you think anything's valuable, but I've got nothing but 200 to my name right now. Had I known, I would have valued the money of this plane much more. I've been very generous and give quite a bit of away people I misjudged.
What were the first two again? I already forgot.
A love potion and basically a necklace that makes you immune to poison.
Okay.
All right, I'll take that
Kian.
rope.
Oh,
You
You have
will.
the money for that, Sevilla?
What's that?
You have the money for that?
Yeah, I do.
And he's almost like,
wait a minute.
okay.
I'm sure it's worth it. Wait a minute.
I give
wait
you
a
my
minute.
guarantee that it is exactly
All right.
what I say it is.
What's the size of the room here? What's the top of the room?
So it's about 15 feet up. You can
All right.
see that there are black silks that are kind of, draped in intervals. Some to hide some of the mechanism that works the dragon.
All right. Can I try it?
Of course.
All right. So I'll.
He removes the case, and the rope kind of snakes out as you kind of reach for it. It just starts kind of coiling around your arm, not painfully, just gently.
Right. All right, rope.
Am I coming
Extend
with
to the. You might be coming with me. Is that a problem?
No.
How does this thing speak out loud?
It's faint, yeah, but it's out loud.
Shit.
I mean, people will be able to hear it. It's very, very faint. No.
Yeah, until it's not.
Does it ever know how to be quiet? Can it be trained?
I haven't tried. I
Positive reinforcement, perhaps?
perhaps I bought it off somebody and only discovered the personality a bit late, I'm afraid. So,
All right. And this. Well, what is your personality? Do you have a name, Mr. Rope? Nope. Rope. All right, a rope. We'll have to. Well, maybe I'll come up with something a little more clever for that, if you'd like.
No.
Could you extend to the top of the? No.
Yes.
Well, this
As
might
you
be a
say, can you
problem.
extend? He says yes, and you just start kind of snaking up through the air, cooling
right.
off of your arm, and you can see it just like goes up and pushes the silk aside and starts wrapping around a banister up there. I'm not sure
right,
it's supposed to
I'm
do
gonna-
that, but I'm saying this one does that.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to go to the extent of the height of the ceiling, and then form knots for me to climb up it.
You can't use your arm strength and do it without the knots.
I want to see everything it was told it can
And the
do.
rope kind of like is laughing, is kind of bobbing a little bit with its laugh after hearing Rika. But a moment later, I tell
Thank
you what, just for fun, will you roll a persuasion check? Just for fun.
That's a natural 1. Which means 5.
And so it kind of forms knots. You can see like up the chain, it goes forms knots, and then as you go to kind of test it, it's like it immediately goes straight again.
I start laughing.
I turned to Tokerin and I'm like, thank you, but no thank you.
And it's kind of reaching out
minute.
and kind of wrapping around Rika's arm now, like the bottom part that's not attached up on the ceiling.
I go to Tokrin and I cast Charm Person.
Okay. All right. What's
Oh shit.
the save?
Do I see her do that?
Wisdom 14.
Yeah, is there any
Yeah. What's that?
do we,
What are
do we
the?
notice this thing?
What's the spell require? Let me see. Hold on.
should be somatic and verbal.
It's definitely verbal.
V and S.
Fuck.
Yeah,
it's
so-
somatic.
Third one, semantic.
When the spell ends, it knows it was charmed by me, but
Yeah,
not
yeah,
during
yeah.
the spell.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, but charming people's illegal.
Highly.
Illegal.
mean-
Well,
It
do you mean?
depends. Yeah, I did say
Too late.
the laws are pretty loose here. What was the save?
14 wisdom.
I think rolled a 14. So you see him kind of.
Wait, so that doesn't work, right?
You see his kind of eyes glaze over. Oh. So, negotiations got more serious, I see. Tell you what, you can have it for 500, take it away, and I won't report that.
And we're looking around. We don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
does anyone
no,
have
you-
any gold?
Clearly, you want to get rid of this rope. Why don't you pay us $100 and we'll take it for you? This is an obnoxious rope, and you know it.
It is obnoxious, but it also works. And
I have elven rope.
this
that
one
works
just
far
tried to
better than
charm
this.
me and steal it illegally.
I
We're
was trying to
leaving.
steal it. I was trying to
I'm
get a lower price
Taking
for your
everyone with me. I'm taking
information.
Rika. I'm taking it. You guys have to fight because we're
I
out
smack
the door.
him.
And he's
I
grabbing the
smack
rope
him.
because it's around, like you're trying to pull Rika away. The rope's attached to Rika. Where are you going?
It's like wrapped around
You're
me.
stealing. Help! Help! Someone!
I'm not trying to steal it. I'm not
Guards,
trying to steal it. I
guards.
swear. I can't get rid of it.
And-
It's stuck on me.
Sorry for the
Try to take it
inconvenience.
then.
Toker,
moment
this is
later,
a wonderful situation you have.
Tanston
for the-
and Hortzak burst in
I'll
there.
get rid of it.
Dude, what is happening? What's
Nothing
wrong?
is happening. The rope loves me. I don't know
Tanston, get the
why.
gods! They're stealing this rope from me.
I'm not stealing it. Take
stealing
it.
it.
Take it back.
She
hasn't charmed the
Tanston,
rope.
she tried to charm me. Go run, get the gods, quick!
Oh, who hasn't tried that once in a while?
It's an obnoxious rope, and it's attached to her of its own accord because it's a useless rope because it takes no instruction.
Okay, everybody, just calm it down. All right. Token is cool. They're with me. It's fine. They're eccentric.
sorry.
They're
All right, I'm
eccentric.
sorry.
And Token, the guards won't come for that. You know that. It's fine. What is this? A rope?
It's a
Yeah, it's a
wonderful
rope
rope,
that
actually.
Sometimes
It's a
listens to you,
rope.
sometimes not. Anyways, Tolkien, this is a fantastic thing. I love the setup. Great effort. But unfortunately, I need a rope that does what I say and say what it does. Does that make any sense? This blue mist, I just walk out.
You know what? If you can't sell it in like a month, I'll buy it. Don't worry. Just don't. It's fine. It's fine. I can vouch for them. They're new in town. And he's like trying to pull the rope off Rika. It's like, nope. And
How's it going?
it's kind of tightening. Nope.
It's nope on a rope.
It's nope on a rope.
Nope, on a rope.
No. And she's like,
I don't know what you want me to do.
Just keep saying no.
untie. Tokren. It's like, don't look at me. It's never listened to anything I've said it.
Exactly. So you can pay us 100 and we'll walk away.
I'm not paying you
and can
100.
rid
I
of
could
this
throw the thing
obnoxious
away
rope.
for free.
Well, then
Thank
we'll
you.
take it for free. We'll take
No,
it for
that's not
free
what I
for
meant.
you.
Hold on. I go up to Rika and the rope on her. Hey, friend, can you release her? You're getting us all in trouble. It'd be very kind if you go back to the Rockryn. What's your name?
Tokren, thank you.
Tokrin. You go back to
You're making things
Tokrin,
worse.
and we could
Tokrin.
make everything all good for everyone. How does that sound, my ropey friend?
Roll a persuasion check.
Don't listen to him.
11.
It's like the end on the ceiling unravels and kind of comes down and kind of comes over to your face, like just the rope. No.
Off.
And starts winding the rest of it around Rika. Now it's like a thick rope belt you're now wearing.
Now, rope. You're not going to
you know
listen
what?
to anybody else, are you?
Nope.
Are you going to listen to me, rope?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh dear. Hold on. Yep, I got a 4. That's
This
all right.
rope makes the symbol of
I'm kind of like you anyway.
Yeah. And it kind of like gives you a little rope hug there. You know what? I've got too much money. Can we just, Tokrin? I'm good for it. Let's. How much was? Wait, how much was it?
Too much.
It was. And he's like, it's 600 gold. I give it to you for 500.
Really?
It's fine. Let's go. This was supposed to be a fun thing. Supposed to be fun.
I was having a brilliant time.
All
So you
right.
try to charm him.
This thing's gonna strangle us in our sleep. All right. Thank you again, Tokrin. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Some people don't get out that much.
Go. You've ruined the show. Go. Just go.
For the
Was
record, I
there
really
more
like the
to it?
dragon.
Was there anything else to the show that we
No.
missed?
Go. And he's kind of like, he's kind of just
Really good paper mache work.
getting you
I
guys
enjoyed it.
out, and as soon as he passed through the velvet car wash, he just grabs the door and just slams it shut.
This guy.
All right, I'm going to get potions, and I walk off towards the potion place.
Okay. We can just say for the interest of time, so we don't have to do
Oh,
all of these stores. You just tell me what you want, and I'll tell you if they have it.
All right, I just want to see if they have any resistances, maybe to fire, and maybe a
Okay, well, go ahead. Fire and what?
water breathing.
Okay. While you're doing that, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I head over to the.
Oh, sorry.
No, I take myself over to the map store when there's an opportunity.
Okay.
I'm going with her.
Okay. You see, Tanson's like a little, he's rubbing his forehead, like, okay, that did not go well. I mean, all right, do you guys?
It's your idea.
Yeah, but you weren't supposed
Hey,
to.
shut up, Rika.
Yeah, I mean, no, we don't have to be that harsh, but, just try to be, I wanted this to be fun, so try to keep it chill. What do you guys want to do? So you just want to go meet Bilner? Or should we do that? Or you have more shopping? Are you gonna assault more people?
Hopefully
Assaulted
not.
nobody. The road assaulted
Nobody
us.
assaulted anybody.
I want an ice cream. I want ice cream. I'm going to get potions.
I was curious if there was a shop with some cloaks, perhaps. I'm looking for one of these.
Put
Okay,
it on.
Judd.
Do it. An elven cloak.
Very cool.
No
Very
problem.
cool.
And I'll also look for a few things. So just something to hold wine in, like a water skin, and a mask. Just another extra layer to throw over. Something that's fun and interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, no problem. So Seville, he tells you that the potion store is on the next street over. There is a garment store here. Rika, again, on some of these we're gonna do it fast. You do go into the store. They do have and Caliban easily enough find skins if you want. They're like we'll say a gold for a skin.
Cool.
And in the store, they definitely have an elven cloak. It is like behind the counter, in the back on like prime display. It's definitely, expensive, but tons of different other kind of normal cloaks, traveling cloaks, regular garments. There are some like masks, mostly for keeping out dust and those sort of things, face masks, nothing like
Decorative.
Yeah, nothing decorative, no fancy.
Is anything else magical?
It doesn't look like it in the store.
Okay. Okay.
I'll at least grab a couple extra the masks to keep out dust because
Okay.
always going to be useful.
Yeah, it's like another gold for all of those.
Is there a cloak that's very like green and looks like a camo cloak?
Oh, camo. There's definitely like a green, like a fancy, like a beautiful kind of green, almost a velvet type of material with a gold trim. Anything that's more rustic, you're probably not going to find in the store. The garments seem of kind of high quality.
How much is that?
Let's see. This is 200 gold for this one, but I can probably let it go for 150 if you're interested.
I'll wait. Thank you for your help.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, it's a fancy store here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you emerge from that store. You just going to the potion store, or where are you guys going?
Well, Kian and I are going to the
Cartographer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Seville coming?
Yeah, Seville, you're gonna pop into the potion store. They do have potion of fire resistance, 250 gold if you want that. No underwater breathing potions.
Okay. Yeah, I will take 1 potion of fire resistance.
Okay, put that in inventory. Take out the gold.
Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
On to you. Okay.
And I'll go where I saw them over to the cartographers.
Yeah. So you see now that Tanson's leading you over. You see a sign. Not a lot of the stores have signs, but this one you see it's got a bird with wings upswept, and it's carrying what looks like a map, and it's kind of trailing from its beak. And in silver letters on the map it says the Wayward Waffle.
So that's a waffle.
Yeah. Bird.
DM, who's here right now? Are we all here right now?
Yeah, you're all here.
Now I'm thinking that Rika should actually stay outside.
Oh, really?
Actually,
Yes,
Rika.
really.
Rika, yes. I'm hoping to get some insider info with subtleties, and the less of us in there, the better. It's nothing personal against you, though.
That's what they all say.
No, really.
All right, Ro, let's go.
No, don't go far. We want to reconvene very quickly.
Oh, I see. You want me with you. This is very confusing.
Yes, just a lot of numbers could make us more conspicuous, and I have a very specific thing I want to ask the cartographer. I'm not.
All right.
Okay.
You just
Come
tried
on,
to
Rope,
charm a
let's
shopkeeper.
go. Yes, we were all there. You don't need to repeat it. We all saw it happen.
Kian, not everybody is 100% virtuous. It doesn't make her evil. Not everybody's a rule follower, really. Please.
And Tanson turns around. Just be easy on this guy. All right, he's old, he's nice. He just sells maps. I mean, just go buy your maps.
I'm not going in, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I sit
I go in.
right where I am in the middle of the cobbles.
Rika just plops down.
Go over to this.
Yep.
And the
I'll
rope
follow Kian.
comes up and it's like, no. And goes back to her waist.
That's right.
All right. You move into the store, and it's instantly has that very papery smell, right? You know that smell. You breathe it in. You see the top of white wispy hair, and at hearing the door, there's no bell, but he hears the door and he looks up, and you see he's got this kind of like monocle that's quite large, and it's on this contraption on his head, and he kind of flicks his head up, and it rotates up out of his vision. Yes, hello.
Hello.
What can I do for you? Yes, hello. Hi, what can, needed some maps.
Yes, Kian, I think you had wanted to come to the map store, hadn't you?
Are these real? These maps?
Yes, he picks them up, he touches them. Yes, they're quite real and as accurate as I can remember and make them.
Can I see an accurately the kingdom all everywhere?
Which one? Which one? An Anaculi? A kingdom map?
Anacrally, please.
Very well. Kind of shuffles over and pulls a long roll from this cool, like built-in wooden kind of area he's got with these little cubbies, just like that holds all these different maps. And he pulls one out, and he brings it over to this wide table, and he moves the maps he was working on out of the way. He puts it down with both hands, unrolls it, and as he does, you see just features that immediately catch your attention, and you see Asley, and you see Vorden, and you see the lakes around Vorden. Then you see the lake that Carthan's on, and then you see the Kuru Mountains. You see Navir, you see the swamps, you see areas you've not seen before. You see a massive volcano and a sliced up land to the east, surrounded by jagged mountains. This here is your typical full anachrony, of course, after the departing map. This will go for about 2,000 gold pieces. I have one pre-departing. I believe it is the only map in existence of pre-departing landmass, but I do not keep it here, so do not try to think of robbing me. I sell that for 12,000 gold pieces on appointment, hoping to sell it to king or queen or despot, don't really care. 12,000 gold would be quite nice, and I could stop making maps and get my vision back, perhaps.
Hold on. What's the departing?
And he's... But, it's been a while since I've heard that one. Anachrony, are you interested in this one?
Well, unfortunately, I simply don't have enough gold with me, but one day I'll come back for this map.
And he quickly rolls it back up. I'm
just trying to like observe as much as possible.
You roll an investigation check for me, as you quickly are trying to commit all of it to memory. But he reaches over and he pulls your cloak open a little bit, and he said, I would think with armor like that you would be able to afford it. Pity.
Most of my assets are in the kingdom. Not with me. But one day.
That's why you look so reverential at my maps.
Yes.
I don't allow them up there, idiots.
Not readily. Not at all.
Why don't they do it?
That's information, right?
Restriction on information. It's some...
Protected.
But then why are you able to do it?
Not in the kingdom.
We're far from the kingdom, my dear. You are a strange lot. And he looks back at you, Caliban, like, was he joking now? Trying to evaluate you, and
he hasn't been to the surface in a little while.
Oh, from the deep. Do you have any maps from the deep?
No, I'm not the map maker. Actually, do you have maps of the deep?
Oh, if only. No, I don't. I've always wanted some. No, in my younger adventuring days, I have journeyed quite far, but never went to the deep. Never that brave, I'm afraid, or that stupid, I don't know.
You have any area-specific maps?
Oh, I do. So I've got swamp. I've got a lot of swamp maps, different parts. So overall, 500 gold pieces for the whole swamp, 100 per area, west, middle, east.
Do you have anything of the east?
East of the swamp or east part of the swamp?
No, east of the swamp.
Only
far east.
On the Anachrony map I just unfurled, indeed, but I'm not a library, so I'm not going to let you inspect it unless you're going to buy.
No, I understand. But nothing of a specific area map of the east?
No, not specifically. I could probably create one for you with some time. More detailed.
How far east have you been?
I've been to the edge, my friend.
Have you?
That's treacherous, let me tell you.
Aye.
It's my last great adventure before I retired to this city was to see how much to the east Well, I saw that the land was definitely severed from my travels in my youth. I saw the ocean, and I saw, of course, the storm. But what else? You'll have to buy the map to see. I learned that trick a long time ago.
Well, perhaps fortune favors us, and we'll be back for that map.
Well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so please come back.
What kind of people come to map stores other than, people like us, tourists? Generally speaking, is that your business? Is just tourism?
Tourism? No, my business is more with adventurers and with different, we'll say political organizations, different kingdoms, fiefdoms, sometimes ne'er-do-wells, but...
you deal with ne'er-do-wells?
I sell maps to stay alive, and I don't sell maps every day, as you can imagine. So if somebody walks in, has got the gold and wants to buy a map, they can have a map. I mean, after all, you could discover all these things if you wanted on your own.
Have you sold to a ne'er-do-well even this month? How often does it happen?
Oh, probably more frequently than even I detect.
Well, what's the last time you can think of that you sold to a ne'er-do-well?
That's an interesting question. Who are you all that you care?
Just a very curious person.
And he kind of flips his head down, and the monocle, and again, it's giant. It's like 3 inches off his face. And he kind of dials it in, and he's looking at you.
How much would you, I'm sorry.
No, I'm more interested in what you're going to say.
I'll take out from my rucksack, I'll pull out the big fist-sized chunk of crystal I got from Makutha and say, what do you value this at as part of a payment?
I'm afraid,
Comes from the Dolgrim Mountains.
Really? Honey, I'm not into gemstones, but...
Well, any place I can get this appraised, perhaps?
I'm sure there are. And he's looking, holding it up to some light. Yellow. It's not my specialty, I'm afraid. I make maps.
No, that's fine. Maybe I'll get it appraised, see what I can see, turn it in, change it, turn it to coin, and perhaps we'll be back sooner than later.
I hope it's worth a lot for you.
So do I.
All right, fine. I was trying to find out if you've seen any necromancers in here.
Necromancers?
Yes, necromancers. Have you seen any, or seen any coming by?
Do they wear signs? How does one know if one is a necromancer?
I'll take out the piece of parchment I used the night before.
Okay.
Black cloaks, maybe with this iconography.
And he... Yes. I have seen that symbol in the last month. I have sold maps. A swamp map.
Anything to the east or the sea?
No, just swamp is all they wanted. But they bought the overall, and they bought each section more detailed.
Thank you, very kindly. You very much edified my curiosity.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Please do come back if you can find some gold somewhere. Would love to sell you some of my maps.
Oh, well, we better get busy, shouldn't we? And I pull out, and I'm dragging Seville as I go, and also Keon, and just hightailing it out of there.
Okay. All right.
As soon as we get out, do you realize what that means? I think. I could be wrong, but it could.
What are you saying over there?
Okay, come. It's possible.
Why don't you come to me?
Okay, fine. Come to her. Everybody.
Rika, when you say that, the rope unravels around you and goes over and wraps around them and starts pulling them over to you.
Okay.
Does it wrap around me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give a full one-armed row and pull the rope.
Okay, all right. Roll an athletics check.
All right.
Enrique, you're sitting on the ground right now, right?
Oh yeah, I have not stood up.
That's a 12.
I mean, you kind of like yank it really forcefully and cause Rika to slide forward a foot on the ground. And it's but you don't like, but it's still kind of trying. It's not like forcibly trying to like hurt you guys. It's just trying to kind of corral you. But when you do that, it just kind of pulls back. You hear a bit jerk. And
I stubbornly stay in as much in the same position as possible as I'm slid across the ground.
Yeah, just like butt hurting a little bit on the cobblestones. Okay.
Eriseth,
Okay,
what?
I sit down cross-legged right across from Rika, and I say, listen, I don't know, but Seville is possible. It's possible that they haven't gotten to the other 5 sites yet. It's possible that we could be ahead of them, one step ahead of them. If they've only gotten maps to the swamps, if we move quickly, very quickly, we might be one step ahead of them. It's possible. I don't know. I can't prove it. But what if that's what's happening? And if so, we should move as quickly as possible.
Well,
Maybe.
Remember, in Makutha, I stole a couple of maps.
Yes, I remember.
So they have an idea of where it is, but you might be right. They might not specifically know, but I don't know.
What did I miss? What are you talking about?
This is
several
before you
sites.
arrived.
There are many sites. We
yes.
have many sites, 5 of them to be exact, we think, because of a map that we found, that Seville found. And we think that if we can get each of those before the necromancers have completed their work, there's a chance that we could stop them.
Yes.
And I'm hopeful. Their numbers are many. So anybody who would be on the necromancer's side that needs maps would be potentially coming to a center based on information or a call or something, which would just mean that that's what they're focused on, possibly.
So what are you saying? Should I burn the place down?
No, I think we should see this man Bildner. He's the one who's so interested in necromancers, right?
I agree.
Tanston?
Yeah, and Tanson's been like listening in. Oh, sorry, but I love whispering. So
I do love stories.
I mean, how often do you get to whisper?
When you put it that way, Tenston.
I see.
All right,
Yeah. Very exciting.
Off to Bildner? Off to Bildner.
Hold on. Are you guys criminals? All I've heard is I'm going to burn down something. You're hunting people, or
Didn't say I was
she tried to
going to
charm
burn it down. I
someone.
just asked a question.
Just what are you guys into?
Well, they call us the body snatchers. You can see that
Phil,
as
stop
good.
that.
All right.
Syphil, listen, Caliban, a lot's been happening since you've been underground. I don't know how far and how long you've been underground, and I think if you want to stay with us,
Whole life, apparently.
you owe it to us
Yes.
to tell us a little bit more about you. But we can tell you that we've been on a very serious quest, very serious indeed, life-threatening. Not just for our own lives, but those of many kingdoms. And we intend to see it through.
To murder these people.
What?
I'm just asking. The original question was, are you criminals, and like what
No,
were you
we're not
doing?
criminals.
And it's again, it sound all very vague at the start, and I could use a few more details, but
Well, I'm not going
We're
to tell you
stopping the bad
everything in the middle of the
ones.
street at 8 a.m. or whatever this is.
First of all, we're not whispering anymore, so it's not as much fun. But second of all, let's go talk to Bildner. Because you guys seem like you're into some
fair enough.
serious shit. I thought you guys were
Yes.
like plundering and like the standard adventuring stuff. You guys are
criminals.
no, they're heroes. Man, they're heroes.
Lead on.
Or they're gonna
Hey.
be. They're gonna be.
Isn't
These are-
plundering
these are-
a
these are
negative
baby-
word on this?
These are baby heroes.
We're not plundering. Let's just go to Bildner or whatever.
Let's go to Bildner's. Caliban, we'll exchange information.
Come
but
on, Caliban. Let's go find out.
Okay.
Not now, and at a.
Pull your hood down.
We'll
It's
decide
getting
what
brighter.
what we tell you.
You're gonna burn.
Yes, that's true. And I promise I'll tell you more about myself. And I'd love if you tell me more about you.
First.
Let's just hold off on some of that stuff first.
Yes.
Okay?
Caliban just looks at you with a cocked eye, is like, sure, let's go with that. and then follows Tungsten.
Tungsten. Tungsten steel.
Tungsten steel. All right, let's go to Biddle.
All right, so he leads you. Okay, it's kind of the long way around, but it's ultimately the fastest because we have to cut through the workshops. You're gonna be slowed. They're gonna ask questions. Just trust me, I always avoid it. And he leads you through, there's between the 3 large spire buildings, there are inner walls, and you can see there are a lot of inner walls in this city. It's definitely like if somebody broke through the outer walls, they would hit all these interior walls. Like, this was a really well-designed fortification at one point and is now just overrun with swamp gnomes and seems kind of much more genial compared to whatever its design was used for. But as you pass through this large archway of this, towering wall connecting these 2 towers, you see this huge, like 120 foot ring. It looks like a ring of stone with carving all and around it. He doesn't even point it out. He's just kind of like beelining it, kind of cutting close to the biggest tower in the center, and kind of wrapping around to go through another archway on the far side. And as he's kind of ushering you along, he's like, okay, we're about to pass into the Aubera section. We're gonna cut through really quickly. We're gonna be avoiding any kind of interaction in here. It can get rough. It's morning, so they're probably mostly sleeping, but let's go. And kind of ushers you through this section.
Real quick, I'm just looking for signs
I was just about to say, yeah. Roll a perception check for me, or investigation, either one.
12.
Okay. You're looking around. At first, you don't see anything, and you're kind of cutting through. A lot of these stores look like they're the original stone. There were no facades put on. You see kind of thick, heavy, some wooden, some metal doors, no windows. The whole area just has this kind of heavy feel to it. But as you are about to walk through another gate into the next section, and you see that this wall is double the width of all the previous walls you saw. And there are guards posted all along this wall, and you see, Tansen just kind of nods, and they kind of nod and let you through. You catch looks like a fairly recently scribbled sign of that means Akera. He ushers you along. You seem like you've kind of come into the military base part of this town. You're seeing a lot of gnomes, guards going on shift and guards coming off shift, pulling off their helmets. They all have these long pikes. They're the archers up on the top of the walls. And then you see the building, the Mirhanek, the crystalline building ahead of you, towering up into the sky, very different than the other towers. This one looks like a faceted gem carved from stone. And there is a huge door at the base with multiple guards there. Tanston just nods to everybody. They don't seem to question him. A few say hi, but he leads you through. The doors open up. All right. So the whole like all the important people are in here. So just be chill, okay? And
I look directly at Rika.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She's good. And come on. And he leads you up these beautiful, massive staircase that goes up. That again, everything has like a crystal motif in here. You see like the arms of the banisters that go up are cut like these crystals. And everything just has that overall design. It's very different, but it's very cool looking. And there are glowing crystals that are illuminating the inside of the space. And cutting to it, you're going up several levels. You're going through different security checkpoints. Finally, it's like, okay, let me just go announce you, and I'll be right back. He kind of pops in the door, and you see some guards they're gnomes, so they're tiny, but they have these long pikes, and they're kind of giving you this kind of like, hey, but don't step out of line kind of look.
I look at them with my spear in hand, looking like as much of a guard as I can, and nod back to them.
I just raise my eyebrows at them, like, okay.
Okay. You hear your rope mimic you as you say that. A moment later, Tansen, now you got me saying it. Tansen sticks his head out. Say, all right, he's ready. Come on in. And as you enter this room, it's a large chamber. There are windows that you're not used to. They're almost like floor to ceiling windows. But it's a little cloudy, unlike glass. And as you get closer, you can see it's some kind of clear crystal that's been cut. From the outside, it looked like stone. It looked like there were no windows on this building. You see out of it, you can see the rivers coming together at that delta and snaking up into the distance. You see the beautiful, tall mountains that you came out from underground, you saw before, that are up on the left, snow-capped in the distance. And then sitting at a desk is another gnome, and he kind of comes around his tiny little desk, and they're small, right? They're smaller than halflings, but there's something about this one just carries a presence, and comes up to you very stately, looks at you all. Well, I've been appraised a bit on who you are, and my good friend here has vouched for you. He says you might have information on the Imruk for me, and I might have some information for you, and see we might be able to work together. Come. And as he turns and leads you in, and the doors shut behind, we're actually going to leave it there tonight, guys. So, sorry, we're cutting it a little bit early tonight. Because really it's a good stopping point for the next kind of adventure. This was our shopping episode, which I absolutely loved. So
shopping.
Got something.
Good times, everyone. So if you've just come in and you don't know we have a giveaway going tonight, we do. Put the word gnome into chat one time and you'll be entered to win some Role Players. I did it right this time. Role Players t-shirt of your choice. We have this. We have D&D is real. We've got our logo. We got some cool stuff. Motherfucking D&D. And of course, some beautiful dice from Skull Splitter. I highly recommend these rainbow dice.
Skull Splitter.
Although I guess you get what we send you. Sorry. But if we have any, we'll send them out tonight. Not really sure what our stock is. That Skull Splitter has supplied for us. So, Gnome in the chat. Give you a minute to do that. Thank you, everybody, for the follows and the subs tonight and the raids. We're so excited to bring this story and this world to you. It is a blast. We are having fun, as you can tell, as we are a bunch of D&D nerds. So, Ashley, let me know when you want to pull that. And then if you don't know, we have a big contest going on right now as we race to 1,000 followers. You don't want to miss that. Check in the link here. It's probably in chat, or it will be in a moment, or it's on our socials. But you can do all the different entries, like check out our YouTube page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us here. If you sub to us, you get extra entries. It's a hundo cash. It's Skull Splitter merch. It's Role Players merch, and you do not want to miss that. So do it now.
So like, follow, subscribe, all the digits, all the socials.
Do all the
things. Spread the word.
Yes, please spread the word as
I absolutely loved Tokarin's tent. That was so epic. The mechanical dragon head. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was precious. Cool. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I think precious is the right word. That's what I was.
I want to go there. Like, I want that to be real.
And rob him again.
And you guys.
Okay, he got paid eventually.
Yeah, he will.
Honestly, my favorite part was when he just like is so disgusted with us that he just doesn't even want to show us the rest at the very end. It's like, no, forget it.
Yeah, he's a showman. He's a showman.
Show's over. Show's over.
That rope is showman. The rope is dope. So, And according
get a
to
rope
everybody, it's the
for
best
next
NPC I've
week.
ever created. So
It's a no rope.
according to the poll tonight, so I love that. We have a
Someone
winner.
find me a rope for next week.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner. Winner tonight for the shirt and the dice is Betty Van Halen. Betty Van Halen, congratulations, you're our winner.
Boom!
That's a
And
badass
dope-
Hey, Betty.
dope
Awesome.
name, yeah.
I was
Awesome.
just listening to Jump before we
Yay.
came on, so there you go.
You can't listen to Jump without being happy and energized. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Exactly. Come
Absolutely.
That's so true.
All right. So, sorry, you could go. Rika, Genevieve, whoever you real person are.
on.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought you were saying something. Never
What'd you
mind.
say?
I thought you
No,
were-
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
all
what
right.
I was saying. I don't know what's happening.
Well, for the rest of you,
I'm Genevieve.
Genevieve, and everybody here at the Role Players, we love you all. Let's look
Yes.
after each other. We'll see you next week for another episode of the Role Players. Until then, be safe. Love you all, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.